you later.
Will do.
Welcome everyone to the ACHA Men's Division III National Championship. We have a good one in store. It'll be Sault College taking on Grand Valley State. I'm Jared Nyland here alongside Justin DeVellis, giving you the pregame show here. And Justin, both these teams have played incredible to get here. Obviously, they've both won 4 games, so both teams 4-0, going into this one. We'll start off with Grand Valley, the away team, the 3 seed out of the North. They were able to defeat Air Force in their first game 6-4. Then they beat Farmingdale in a thriller 4-3 in overtime, which basically won them that pool at that point. And then they just cleaned it up with UCF in pool play. And then yesterday they were able to defeat Michigan 4-2. What have they done so far that you've liked for them to get to this point?
Well, I think Grand Valley is a team that, you mentioned the first game against Air Force. They actually trailed 2-0 in that game. And yesterday against Michigan, they trailed 2-0 in that game as well. So they're a team that obviously, sometimes they don't get off to a quick start, but they're capable of getting back there in big moments, just like the game against Michigan. They score 4 unanswered goals to get to the final. I don't think, the same thing is going to be okay for them tonight facing Sault, but I think they're a team that, can circle the puck, they pass really well, and they're able to get goals when they need them.
So they beat Farmingdale State and U of M, 2 very fast teams, and that's what this Sault College team is as well. How were they able to slow them down and rather, play them a little bit more physically than quickly?
Well, it starts on the boards, right? It starts on the boards, being able to put a body on guys, not just throwing your stick out there and just trying to poke it away, but getting your whole body in front of guys, making it hard for the passing lanes, for the passes to get through, blocking up those lanes, and making sure that you're getting it done on the defensive end. That's where it starts for Grand Valley.
Well, our very own Todd Corder was able to interview the Grand Valley State Lakers coach, so we're going to go to that.
Todd Corder here with head coach, Grand Valley State head coach Charlie Lake. Coach, this must be a thrill to be here.
Yes, it is. Yeah, first time for us. We've been playing pretty good hockey right at the right time, so everybody's excited.
You've been underdogs in 3 of the 4 games. Tell me how the team has won it.
Just hard work, playing our systems and doing what they're supposed to do. Shots on net, crashing on net, and it seems to be working, so we'll stick with that.
Well, defensively, especially yesterday against Michigan, you really turned it up with about 2 minutes left in the first period, and you continued to do it the remainder of the game.
Yes. Yeah, we just adjusted a little bit and got the nerves back in order, and we got going. So
would you say the physicality of the defense has been the biggest key to your success in this tournament?
Yes, it has. Yeah. Our defense really stepped up, taking control at the blue line, and that's what we got to do.
Which leads to me into asking you, what is the biggest key to win this game today?
Defense and goaltending. Both are very important. Getting the puck out of our zone and keeping our forwards moving.
So to deal with the speed and the size and the skill of the Sioux, how do you contain them?
We just got to be physical. We don't have to kill them. We just got to run into them and slow the speed down and take care of our zone.
Staying out of the box, staying disciplined, following your assignment and doing your job, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time today. Good luck to you, and it's been a great season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Excited to be here.
All right, gentlemen, back to you upstairs.
Well, that was Charlie Link from Grand Valley State University. On the other side of the ice, we have the Sault College Cougars from Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. They've really been dominating in this tournament so far, Justin. What have you liked from them?
Well, Sioux's able to score, right? They score so many goals, but it's because they're able to pass the puck with so much efficiency. They throw it around so fast, tic-tac-toe. It's literally the definition of tic-tac-toe passing, and they circle the net so well, and they're able to get it to their scorers when they need to.
All right, we also have an interview with that head coach as well from Sault College. We're going to go to that with our very own Todd Corder right now.
Todd Corder here with head coach Mike Hall of the Sioux. Sir, congratulations on making it this far in this tournament. It's got to be a wonderful achievement.
Yeah, it's something that the men had worked for all year, and you know what I mean? For us to even get here in our first year being in existence in the ACHA is quite a feather in the men's cap.
Tell us how you got here.
Well, we were fortunate to get an auto bid, so we've been off for about 5 weeks, so it took us a little bit of time to get rolling again, but you know, our kids are fairly healthy, so we're expecting an exciting game today.
Assess your team's play in this tournament since you were off 5 weeks before you got here.
Well, like I said, we started out a little bit slow, you know, but that was kind of be expected. We're started to roll a little bit better now. You know, we weren't happy with our second game, but you know, from there on in, we've been pretty consistent.
What are the things that you've done best in this tournament?
Well, I think our penalty kill has been really good. I think we're running at about 95%, so that's a huge thing. But you know, with a team like Grand Valley, we've got to stay out of the box and you know, let our power play go to work.
Yesterday was an interesting game. The keys, it seems like to me, is you're getting off to quick starts in these games, and yesterday's game was an example.
Yeah, we haven't trailed all week, so you know, obviously getting off to a good start is you know, makes it a lot easier for everybody involved. And you know, when you do catch a bad break here or there, then you know, you've got some room to work with.
What do you have to do to beat a team like Grand Valley State? They've been the underdog in 3 of their 4 games, and they won them.
Yeah, I don't see Grand Valley as being an underdog. Grand Valley's got a great team. You know what I mean? They work extremely hard. They're well coached. So you know, I just think it's going to be 2 teams here who you know, that are going to lay it out on the line today, and that's all you can ask the men to do.
Coach, thanks very much for your time today, and good luck tonight. Head coach Mike Hall with the Sioux. Back to you, gentlemen.
These teams have just been absolutely outstanding in this tournament. However, one team will lose tonight. Justin, the team that doesn't lose, what do they need to do in this game to win?
Well, for Sioux College, right, no turnovers. You've been careless with the puck at times, especially yesterday against Fairfield. You left the puck out there in front. No turnovers for Sioux. Stop being careless with the puck. And on the other side, for Grand Valley, you got to make sure you get off to a fast start. You started last game down 2-0 against Michigan. If you play the same way you did for the first period yesterday, it's not going to be 2-0. Sioux's going to go out to a 4-0 lead, and it's not going to be just 2. So a fast start for Grand Valley is the key for this one for the Lakers.
Well, that's all the time we have here for the pregame show. We're going to throw it over to Lou and Ryan, who will be on the call for this one. Once again, it'll be Sault College taking on Grand Valley State.
Well, what started out as 16 teams of pool play on Tuesday night was whittled down to 4, and those 2 games were played last night. Now we've got our final 2, and this ought to be a dandy here tonight, as we've got the Grand Valley State Lakers and the Sault College Cougars here live on the ACHA Men's Division III National Championships on the ACHA Broadcast Network. With yours truly, Lou Gamlin, I'm along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones. And Jonesy, we've got ourselves a dandy tonight, a couple of high-powered offenses looking to duke it out.
Yeah, we have the Sault College Cougars and the Grand Valley State University Lakers looking for a huge game for all of the marbles here, as we see Sault College coming out of the tunnel right now. The boys look jazzed up in the new unis. A lot of firepower from this Sault College team. Grand Valley's going to have to play a flawless game if they want to slow them down.
Grand Valley and Sioux College, both from the Michigan Collegiate Hockey Conference, as we both know. This conference has had a stranglehold on the Division III national championships. 9 out of the last 10 years, the championship has come out of the MCHC. And again, it's going to be the same thing. The only question is it going to be the state of Michigan getting the championship, or is it going to be Sioux College out of Sault Ste. Marie, Canada?
Yeah, the Canadian boys looking to bring the ACHA national title home across the border. Meanwhile, the Lakers are playing for the American side. It should be a real Donnybrook of a game. Looking forward to it, Lou.
Well, if you look at the Grand Valley side, they're going to have some great goaltending. They've had some big, I should say close games, but some exciting games. Farmingdale State, for an example, in overtime. You and I got to call that one. Probably one of the best games of the tournament. And last night they overcame a 2-goal deficit against Michigan to win 4-2. But on the other hand, Sioux College, 34 goals in 4 games. Just an insane amount that they've been able to put on the offensive side of the glass. If you're Grand Valley, boy, to me, you almost have to play almost a flawless game.
You certainly do. When we get a look at that Sioux College bench, you'll see the number 18 of Austin Rowe, unfortunately out for Sioux College. Ryan Benjamin got kicked out of last night's game. So even though it was a little bit closer contest on the scoreboard, still a lot of domination by Sioux College without 2 of their best players. And on the other hand, Grand Valley State, you're going to need big games from the guys you've relied on all year. Alex Soroki, Tim Baldwin, Julian DeCina we saw with that overtime winner, a couple of points for him in the tournament. And Andrew Rosenbaum, I mean, he's going to have to be a stone wall in between the pipes tonight for Grand Valley. You're going to see a lot of shots. I would predict at least over 40 saves is going to have to do it for Grand Valley, because this Sioux College is coming with a lot of firepower.
Rosenbaum had 47 saves last night in the win over Michigan, and I agree with you 100%, Ryan. The other thing I think with Grand Valley is they've got to stay out of the penalty box. They've been fortunate in 2 of their 4 games this weekend where they got behind because they were in the penalty box, and they were able to come back. But boy, you can't do that against a team like Sioux Canada.
Yeah, and one note on in favor of Sioux Canada is that if they go to the penalty box, they've yet to be scored on in the tournament. So Grand Valley State's going to need to break that streak for Sioux College if they plan on winning this game.
Well, let's take it down to Andy Storrs, our public address announcer, with the starting lineups and the playing of both the American and Canadian national anthem.
Frisco, Texas, for the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association Men's Division III National Championship Tournament, hosted by the Frisco Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Dallas Stars, and the Children's Health Star Center Ice Rinks. This is ACHA Public Address Announcer Andy Storrs. 4 days ago, 16 teams began their quest to achieve a national championship. And tonight, after many hard-fought battles, we're down to the final 2 teams remaining in that quest to win the ultimate prize in men's ACHA Division III hockey, the awarding of the National Championship Trophy to tonight's victor. Our final 2 teams standing for tonight's championship game: on the visiting bench, the number 3 seed from the North Regional, winners of Pool A, the Grand Valley State University Lakers. And on the home team bench, the number 1 seed from the North Regional, winners of Pool D, the Sioux College Cougars. Let's begin our festivities this evening by introducing the starting lineups for both teams. Beginning first with the visiting bench, the Grand Valley State Lakers. In goal, a senior from Livonia, Michigan, number 30, Andrew Rosenbaum. On defense, a junior from Walled Lake, Michigan, number 22, Patrick Rappin. On defense, a sophomore from Traverse City, Michigan, number 27, Nate Madigan. At center, a sophomore from St. Joseph, Michigan, number 26, Ryder Bergeson. At left wing, a senior from Plymouth, Michigan, number 17, Spencer Godin. And at right wing, a senior from Berkeley, Michigan, number 18, Michael Mann. The head coach of the Lakers is Charlie Link. His assistants are Nate Morang and Ron Clark. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the home team bench. The Sioux College Cougars. In goal, a sophomore from Thessalon, Ontario, number 31, Drew Gregory. On defense, a freshman from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, number 22, Andrew Barbeau. On defense, a junior from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, number 27, Jamie Camzo. At center, a freshman from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, number 23, Max Cull. At left wing, a freshman from Sudbury, Ontario, number 16, Bryston Lalonde. And at right wing, a sophomore from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, number 8, Ryan Vendramin. The head coach of the Cougars is Mike Hall. His assistants are Rod Trudel and Tyler Brown. The manager is Mark Ebert. The trainers are Bid Caverly and Daryl Davis. The goaltending coach is Matt Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and kindly remove all caps and join me, soloist Andy Storrs and organist Gary Lickhart, as we first sing and play the Canadian National Anthem, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red flare, the pumps bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, after two national anthems, I don't know about you, but I am ready for some hockey. Let's get it going. This is the ACHA Division III National Championship game. Again, yours truly, Lou Gamlin, along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones. And Jonesy, one last key of the game for you for both teams to see who's going to come out on top for this national championship trophy.
Like we said, I think both goaltenders are going to have to play at the top of their game. Rosenbaum's going to see a lot of shots. Gregory, he's been a little bit shaky at times throughout the tournament, is going to have to play nearly perfect too. And then two players to watch for: number 15, Tim Wilson, for the visiting bench, and number 8, the big point scorer, Ryan Vendramin. I mean, the kid's just special with what he could do. 96 points on the year, a handful of points in the tournament. Both these guys are big playmakers, so you're going to have to stop down these studs if either team wants to win. And I got chills right now, Lou. I'm ready to go.
34 goals for Sioux Canada, 83 points. That is a wrecking crew, if you will, as Sioux Canada, the Sioux College Cougars win the draw. They'll bring it out into the neutral zone. It's going to be Andrew Barbeau. He's going to lead Sioux College in those black uniforms. First time they're rocking those uniforms, as Ryan mentioned, as Grand Valley will be in their white jerseys as there's a shot deflected wide. Rosenbaum gets an early test. They're going to dig away at it right out in front of us. Sioux College holds it in. Lalonde has it, throws it towards the net, and Rosenbaum will kick it aside, and it's going to be thrown away by Rappin. It's cleared but not out. They dig away at it. Now it's out to center ice. Just about 35 seconds into this one as both teams get the opening second jitters out of the way. There's one right into the breadbasket of Rosenbaum, and we'll get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, Lou, you bring up the jerseys, and like Dion Primetime Sanders would say, you look good, feel good, you feel good, you play good, pay good, they pay good, you live good, you die good, and that's what it's all about. So both teams here looking fresh tonight as we get our first 40 seconds off the clock. Look for the boys to be buzzing here in the first 5 minutes or so.
With the puck, it goes down deep in the Grand Valley zone again. Sioux trying to make a play on it. They hold it in, throw it over into the far corner. Chasing after it is Stephen Cull. It's thrown in behind the Grand Valley goal. They throw it around the boards. Held in at the point with a shot. Oh my goodness, right off the goalpost. Deflected wide out of the stick of O'Flynn. And this one's going to be held on to. Holy cow, that would have been a backbreaker a minute into this game. But Grand Valley, Rosenbaum's got the horseshoe in his back pocket already.
Yeah, sigh of relief there for Rosenbaum as it pings off the post to start the game. And that just goes to show right off the bat, Sioux Canada coming with a lot of firepower.
They're going to dig away at the face-off. Grand Valley just trying to get it out of the zone. It's been held right in the Grand Valley zone with a shot. Kicked away by Rosenbaum. Going to go over in the far corner. They're trying to lift it now. They get it out to center ice. Soroki will skate it there, throw it down into the zone. It goes around the boards and behind the Sioux College goal. Kicked away, but now here come the Cougars. They'll skate it out of the zone, 3-on-2 the other way. They come up over the line, dropping it with a cross-ice pass. Give and go, just a little too strong for O'Flynn. Flying already are the Cougars, but here comes Grand Valley, 3-on-2 the other way. Coming up over the line, trying a centering pass that goes wide of the goal, and the momentum of Jason Ewell carried him into the goal, and it'll knock it off its moorings. 18-18 to go, no score.
Yeah, right there you see 2 3-on-2s going back and forth. The Lakers, when they get a chance like that with numbers coming back, you have to take all of your opportunities to the net, get good shots on goal, because that's not going to be sustainable for the Lakers. You cannot get in a track meet with this Sioux College team. They're just too fast.
Burgesson will take the face-off up against Mark Tassone, and it's won by the Cougars. They'll skate it to the blue line, try to clear the zone. They're going to play it in their own slot as we're down to about 2 minutes gone in this opening period. Grand Valley gets it at center ice, a little give and go. They're going to dump it down into the Sioux zone where it's played by the Cougar defenseman. Again, both teams 4-0 in pool play and semifinal play as they reach this point here on this championship game. There's a wraparound try, and they score! Opening goal goes to Grand Valley. It looks like it's going to be Reeder Burgesson, and we've got a 1-0 lead in favor of the Lakers.
What a start for the Lakers. I love that move, coming down on the red line, getting towards the slot. And like I said, Gregory's been a little bit shaky so far in this tournament. Can't keep his foot close to that post. And Burgesson, that's his 5th goal as we take a look at the replay here. Watch Gregory's left pad here. Just enough. There's almost nothing to squeak through. I don't know how Burgesson got that one in, but nevertheless, his 5th goal of the tournament. Great start if you're Grand Valley.
There's a drive, rebound loose right out in front. Oh, Grand Valley buzzing all the way around now with a 1-0 lead. Time of the goal, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They bring it up over the line. Sioux College with a drive. Deflected wide of the goal. Puck played out of the point, held in by Barbeau. Throws it over in the far corner, chasing after it is Nigro. Nigro throws it in behind the Grand Valley goal, and they're going to play it out at the blue line. Deflected away, Grand Valley comes up with it, and they lift it out to center ice. Cross ice pass, going to be now dumped into the Sioux zone as we'll get some line changes for Grand Valley. 17:05 to go, opening period, 1-0 Lakers. Puck played out to center ice and tipped down into the Grand Valley zone. Chasing after it again for Sioux College was Nicholas Nigro. They played out at the point, now back out to center ice. Puck deflected still in the neutral zone. Nigro will bring it up over the line, throws it towards the net, but it's deflected into the slot. Grand Valley will come up with it, 3-on-3. They're going to skate it up over the line with it is Parkhurst. Parkhurst throws it towards the zone with a chance, but deflected over into the near corner, and it'll be cleared the length of the ice, and I believe we'll get our first icing call of the game. We do. 16:31 to go, opening period. Grand Valley 1, Sioux College nothing.
So huge for Grand Valley to get that first goal. It just kind of gets the monkey off your back right away, right? Now you can kind of breathe a little bit of sigh of relief and just get into your sets and play your game with with that first goal. Sioux College not used to being down a lot in this tournament.
I think it's the first time, Ryan, that they have been down in this tournament, so we'll see how they react. It's funny when you get into these situations with teams that are so good, they rarely are behind. How do they react when they are behind? Puck is brought up over the line. I believe we're going to get an offside call on the Cougars, so that'll bring the face-off just outside the Grand Valley blue line.
Yeah, now you got to watch how Sault Ste. Marie, how they answer that first goal, and if you're the Lakers, you need to capture that momentum and build on it through these next 6 minutes, at least until you get to the media timeout.
The Lakers have it off the face-off. They throw it into the center ice area and dump it down into the Sioux College zone. The Cougars will try to chase after it. It's played now out in the neutral zone. Sioux College with a 2-on-3. Now it pumps 3-on-3 up over the line with the puck, trying a drop pass right out in front. Oh, and there's a score. They're scored! What a beautiful play, Ryan, that time. Culminating it with a goal from Ryan Vendermeen. He's the big fella, and we got a 1-1 tie.
What a beautiful goal. That's something we've seen a lot out of Sioux College. The puck touching at least probably all 5 skaters' sticks on the ice there, and who else but Venderman, the one to put it in an empty net. Seen a lot of that out of Sioux College. Big answer. We got a lot of scoring so far just through 5 minutes.
Well, I'll tell you, Ryan, that was about as pretty as it gets, as you mentioned. All 5 guys touched that. Not anything really Rosenbaum could do about it.
Yeah, wide open net there. Good answer for Sioux.
Grand Valley throws it around the boards down into the Sioux College end, held in at the blue line. And now here comes Sioux College, 3-on-3 the other way. They're going to skate it up over the line, bring it into the Sioux zone, drop pass. Coming in on goal with a shot, deflected wide. That one by Tassoni, who's got 4 points on the tournament. And we'll get a stoppage of play again. Time of the goal, 4:09 for the equalizer. We've got a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, both goalies giving up one early. We'll see if that shakes it. Either one's confidence going forward. Rosenbaum, nice save there. Pretty easy right to the chest protector.
Puck thrown around the boards. Grand Valley comes up with it. They play it out to center ice. Dipsy doing with it is Barbeau. He tries to clear the zone. Instead, it's out to center ice. Here comes Grand Valley with a 2-on-1 the other way, waiting for the pass. One time there. Oh, it's deflected by the goaltender. Good play by Gregory. Deflected out to center ice. Sioux College with numbers, but Grand Valley gets a switch, and they'll take it on the turnover up over the line with the puck with a shot. Kicked away that time, the shot taken by Rambour. They play it over now on the far side in the Sioux College zone at the almost in the slot area with a shot. Deflected away by Baldwin, and it's going to be lifted back into the Grand Valley zone. Under 5 minutes gone in this opening period. 1-1 tie here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. Puck played down into the Sioux College zone as the Cougars look to make their next rush. Outlet pass stolen away, but look how quick coming from behind to make a back check that time was Jake Lewis for Sioux College. They come up with possession of the puck deep in their own end.
Yeah, bad turnover there in the neutral zone, especially in a game of this magnitude. You want to gain that red line, get pucks deep, go ahead and dump and chase and get after it.
Puck deflected in the neutral zone, back and forth. Now here come the Cougars up over the line with it. Thrower tries to throw it into the zone. He whips it down in behind the goal, but here's a giveaway right now. Another lazy turnover. Fortunately for Grand Valley, they're able to come up with it. Coming out of the zone with it is Vanderline. Vanderline throws it down into the far zone, or tries to, and it's deflected right back to him, and it's going to have to be played in the corner by Gregory. Puck in behind the Sioux College zone as we're under 6 minutes gone in this opening period. Both teams with a goal in the first 5 minutes. We've got a 1-1 tie. Here's a play right out in front. And Rosenbaum will cover it up and hang on. Shot 7-5 in favor of the Sioux. But again, we still have a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, and I know nerves are always going to be high in a championship game. Even though both teams have scored early on good hockey plays, one done by passing, one by going hard to the net. Couple of turnovers here, neither team being able to take advantage, but late game, that's going to become an issue if teams can't figure that out and settle down.
1-1 our score. Good play to hold it in by the Lakers, or by the Cougars rather. There's a shot flipped up over the top of the goal by Lalonde. They throw it around the boards, and Grand Valley tries to clear. They finally do. Outlet out to Soroki. Soroki dumps it in behind the Sioux College goal. They're going to chop at it over on the far side, and here come the Cougars with it, just patiently trying to get it down out the center ice. They do, and they're going to play it now into the into the neutral zone area, where it's going to be lifted up into the Sioux College end with a shot deflected wide by Soroki. It's going to be deflected up in the air over by the left face-off circle. Here come the Cougars, though, with some speed. Out in the neutral zone, they bring it. Now they get it up over the line. Good play to center it in. Throwing over into the near corner, and it'll be deflected up in the air and back out the center ice, where Sioux College will regroup. Puck now in the neutral zone area, bringing it up over the line is O'Flynn. O'Flynn will skate it over on the right side, looking to set up a centering pass. He drops it off over to Tassone. They play a little give and go now, skating it around the zone. It's in the Grand Valley end as we're down to 12:40 to go in this opening period. Centering pass deflected over in the corner. Holding it up at the blue line with a nice pass that time over to Tassone, but Grand Valley up for the challenge. Held in at the point. There's a tip play. Loose right out in front. Centering play again, but nothing doing. And now Grand Valley will come up with it. They'll weather the storm. 2-on-2 the other way. They're going to dump it down in the far corner, and we'll get some changes on the fly.
Yeah, so some nice passing right there. Maybe one too many passes for the Cougars. We've seen that a little bit as they can get up to, chance here.
Rebound right out in front. They still dig away at it in the slot area, and it's going to be lifted down the length of the ice. We'll get an icing call. No, actually, they're going to wave it off. So let's keep the play going with 11:55 to go here in this opening period. 1-1 tie. Coming up over the line, Baldwin. Baldwin centering pass in the slot, deflected high in the air, and it's going to end up being played over in the near corner. They're going to chop at it over there, 2-on-2, and deflect it down into the far zone. The Cougars will come up with the puck deep in their own zone, looking to try to clear it. As the outlet pass comes out to center ice, and here come the Cougars now. They bring it up over the line with the puck over there. It's Tassone. There's a drive wide of the goal. Grand Valley comes up with the puck, and they lift it out to center ice. Little give and go with 11:20 to go here in this opening period.
Yeah, Grand Valley right now doing exactly what they need to do. They need to keep this one as tight as they can going into that final period and just stave off this Cougar offense.
The Cougars with the puck in behind the goal, skating it around behind the net was Nigro. B drops it up by the right face-off circle. Instead, now it's played in behind the goal. They're going to hold it out at the point, and the pass is now over to Barbeau. There's a play over on the left side with a shot, and right into the mitt of Rosenbaum, as he says, not so fast. Shots 8-6 in favor of the Cougars. 10:51 to go, opening period. I like the pace so far, Ryan. We've got a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, you got to love the pace that the Lakers came out with, getting that early goal. They're step for step with the Sioux. Just want to convert on those chances that they've got on the doorstep of Gregory.
Puck deflected over in the near corner. They're going to dig away at it over there and deflect it now out to center ice. The Lakers will just kind of regroup. The Cougars will regroup with the puck and come up with it at center ice as they set up their next play. Again, 10:35 to go, opening period. Both teams with a goal in the first 5 minutes of the game. We've got a 1-1 tie, and this one's going to be cleared the length of the ice, and they're going to wave off the icing as the Cougars will come up with it deep in their own zone. Centering play deflected back down into the Grand Valley end, and I think we're going to get an icing call as it did not touch one of the Cougars. So a break for Grand Valley as they'll bring the puck down into the Sioux College Cougars end.
Yeah, and I think that this is going to be a big storyline here, is trying to get quick offensive zone plays off of icing calls. Sioux College not able to change there. Grand Valley gets a fresh lineup out.
Face-off won by the Lakers. Soroki throws it towards the net. Long, juicy rebound. Deflected over into the corner. They're going to dig at it over on the left side. Now it's deflected out to center ice. Grand Valley will back up with the puck. Taking the puck there will be Mikowski. He centers it, and it's thrown down into the Grand Valley, or the Cougar zone in behind the Sioux net as they chop away at it over in the far corner. Coming up under 10 minutes to go in this opening period. Both teams scored in the first 5 minutes. It was Reeder Burgesson at 2:12 and Ryan Vandermeen at 4:09. That was Vandermeen's 10th goal of the tournament in 5 games. They kick it over on the far side. They try to get possession of it, and finally Grand Valley will. But I'll tell you, harassing him back there, Max Call, as he keeps the hustle play going. Here comes the Sioux up over the line, 2-on-3. There's a shot. Whistled wide of the goal all the way over to the far side. Picked up by Michael Mann. Mann will skate it down into the Sioux College zone. Has a little bit of an angle with an odd angled shot. Rebound. Deflected over in behind the goal. Grand Valley holds it in. They throw it over in the far corner. Deflected in behind the goal. Centering play deflected. Oh, it's loose right out in front. And it's going to be played in behind the Sioux College zone in the goal and finally deflected out to center ice. The Cougars will have it now in the deep in their own zone as they will slow things down to methodically set up their next play. But instead it was thrown down, and they're going to wave off the icing deep in the Grand Valley end. 8:44 to go, opening period. Shots on goal are 8 apiece, and we've got a 1-1 tie. Puck deflected back in the Sioux College zone. They deflected out to center ice. Look to make a play on it. It's going to be thrown right towards the goal, and Rosenbaum will cover it up. And I believe that's when we will get our first break here. Well, apparently not.
Yeah, their linesman's signaling right now. Great first half of the period, though. Look to see what these guys could do coming out of the timeout.
8:29 to go, opening period. Both teams tied at 1. You're watching the Division III National Championship game of the ACHA on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco.
And welcome back after the timeout. It's 8:27 to go, opening period. We've got a 1-1 tie. Shots on goal are 9-8 in favor of the Cougars of Sioux College. Grand Valley opened up the scoring at 2:09 on a wraparound by Reeder Burgesson, and then one of the prettiest plays you'll ever see in a hockey game, at least tic-tac-toe, and another one, and maybe all 5 on a goal by Ryan Vandermeen, his 10th of the playoffs. At 4:09, it gives us our 1-1 tie.
Yeah, just two great hockey goals, right? Hockey plays. One, you're going hard to the net. 2, it's passing and teamwork. You love to see it. Love to see the start out of this. We'll see how these guys can finish out the period now that they've got a chance to talk it over with the coaches.
Bringing it up over the line was Jason Ewell. He just throws it towards the net. Grand Valley's there, like the defense in the zone that they're playing in their own end. Deflected out to center ice as they come up with it, do the Cougars. They'll skate it out of their zone real quick and throw it out to neutral ice, and they're going to dump it down into the near corner. Chasing after it was Tassoni, plays it in behind the Grand Valley goal where it's picked up there by the Lakers' Trevor Lassaline. The Goose will play it out to center ice with a centering pass. Baldwin with a shot. Ooh, a big rebound that time by Gregory, but nobody home for the Lakers. They chop at it in the near zone, and coming up over the line with it is the Sioux College Cougars. Trying to make a play on it that time was Thrower in behind the the Grand Valley goal. He was knocked down. There was a centering pass, but nobody home. Good play to hold it in and throw it to the far side by Lewis. There's one deflected right out in front, and Rosenbaum again will cover it up and keep the face-off deep in the Grand Valley zone.
Yeah, we see Drew Gregory for the Cougars maybe settled down a little bit, making some tough saves. And on the other hand, while Rosenbaum was kind of left out to dry on that first goal, he's playing well here too. So overall, Lou, I mean, just fantastic hockey so far. Can't say it enough.
7:05 to go, opening period. We've got a 1-1 tie. Skating it around behind his own goal is Nick Salisbury. Outlets it out to center ice. Soroki plays a little drop pass, give and go to Soroki. Soroki with a centering play wide out in front, right in the crease area. And unfortunately for Grand Valley, they couldn't come up with the shot to get on goal. The Cougars now will bring it down into the Grand Valley end, and Rosenbaum will take the odd angled shot. So you've got to like the Grand Valley's effort. They had the opportunity there to take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I love that setup, a little bit of give and go and kind of that tight angle shot. Way to test Gregory early here for the Lakers, and they've been step for step with Sault College. They're playing great right now.
6:42 to go in the opening period. Again, both shots are even at 11. Both teams with 11 shots on goal. Play deflected at center ice. Coming up with the loose puck is Lalonde. Lalonde with a cross ice pass to one-timer, and he scores! Who else but Ryan Vandermeen again? What a beautiful play. Not a whole lot that Rosenbaum could do. And it's 2-1. Sault College on top.
Oh my goodness, just serving it to him on a platter, and an absolute blast from the dot by Vandermeen. Great setup by the boys in black. And once again, just great passing, and Rosenbaum just left without a chance. Just unbelievable right now.
Sault College showing us why they've had the record they had in the regular season. They're only lost to a Division II squad, I believe, and they're showing their mettle throughout the playoff. That is their second goal of the day. And here's a long pass. Vandermeen looking to maybe set up another one. Drop pass out on top with a play. Deflected wide of the goal. They're going to deflect it right into the glove of Rosenbaum, and he'll hang on. But again, 2-1 in favor of the Cougars, thanks to Mr. Vandermeen with 2 goals.
Yeah, you see Spencer Godin there breaking his stick at the end of the play, and as you take another look at it there, I mean, no chance for Rosenbaum on the shot by Vandermeen. And this is the Sault College that we've seen all tournament and teams have seen all year long. Once they get that big MO on their bench, they just seems like they're a blur on the ice. Great passing, great speed. And the biggest key for the Cougars is they finish. They are a team filled with finishers up and down that roster.
Well, now if you're Grand Valley, you've got to try to shake it off. They have proven, Ryan, that they can get the puck to the net, and they've had some opportunities. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to finish them. But Gregory, he's given up a couple of juicy rebounds, so maybe if you're Grand Valley, you can figure out a way to throw one past him here in this opening period and tie things up and get the momentum back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Lakers, I still think you love your start right now. You've given up 2 unanswered, but they've had plenty of chances, and Gregory's been shaky, so just got to keep at it if you're the Lakers.
There's one thrown in traffic that got through to Rosenbaum. He's able to kick it over to the far side. They have it over on the right side. It's going to be deflected out to center ice and go the length of the ice. And we are going to get an icing call. That'll bring the face-off back down to the Grand Valley zone. Vandermeen at 4:09 and 13:32 after Reeder Burgesson put Grand Valley up at 2:12. We've got a 2-1 Cougar lead. Face-off will be to the right of Rosenbaum. It looks like it's going to be Baldwin going up against Tassoni for the Sault College Cougars, and it's won by the Cougars. They'll play it over on the far side as they dig away at it with a couple of thumps over on that side. Finally, it's going to be Tassoni. He's looking to center it in behind the goal. Skates it around the right side. Changes his mind, goes over to the far side, brings it back out to the point. Just patient are the Cougars. Cross-ice pass tipped away, but the Cougars come up with possession. They hold it in and throw it up over the top of the zone over on the right side, right near us, and now it's deflected out to center ice. Baldwin tries to make a play on it, but O'Flynn is right there to deflect it back down towards the Grand Valley zone. Instead, it'll go down into the Sault College end.
Yeah, just 5 minutes to play here. Look to see how both teams can finish out this great first period.
Puck played out at center ice again. They're going to dig away at it. Coming up with it is the Cougars back in their own zone. They've got it out to center ice. They're going to try to make a play on it. Coming up over the line, little drop pass. There's a shot. Deflected before it got to the goal. Played over in the corner. Here come the Lakers with it. Soroki has it up over the line. Skates it up with a drive. Ooh, it had to be kick safe. Centering play right out in front. They're trying to stuff it in. And finally, Gregory's going to get down on all fours and hang on. 4:35 to go here in this opening period. 2-0 in favor of Sault College.
Yeah, as Gregory made that initial save sliding from his left to the right, kind of got out of his crease there, able to get back and get on that post. But Gregory's going to have to be in good or a better position to save some of those second and third shots. Also, I'd like to see Gregory with a little bit more rebound control. Those shots right now are just kind of firing back off the pillows.
15-13 in favor of the Cougars is the shot advantage. But Grand Valley, as you mentioned, getting some opportunities, as it's going to be Julian DeCina taking the face-off, and as he went up against Brad Thrower, and finally Sioux College comes up with it, and it's deflected out of play, so that'll keep the face-off still deep down in the Sioux College end. It'll be to the left of Drew Gregory.
Yeah, and another thing to note right now, really disciplined play. Of course, the refs are going to let you get away with a lot of stuff, but so far, no penalties either side. I think that'll be a key moving forward, is if one team gets maybe a little bit frustrated, how do special teams come into this, if that ends up being a factor, if at all.
Here comes the Cougars the other way with a little tic-tac shot, but again, nice rebound. Rosenbaum was right there. He had the position, able to glove it off and keep it a 2-1 lead, and the face-off will stay deep in the Grand Valley zone.
Yeah, just a nice quick breakout there. Good shot. Now you get the offensive zone draw.
It'll be to the right of Rosenbaum. Grand Valley wins it cleanly. Coming up with it was Nick Salisbury. He tries to clear the zone. Good play by the Cougars to keep it in. Boy, right at the blue line, they are so tough as it's deflected back down into the Grand Valley zone, right in the slot area with a shot right into the bread basket of Rosenbaum. Able to hang on, but Ryan, I am so impressed with the play of the Cougars right at the Grand Valley blue line of keeping that play in the zone.
Yeah, boy, you said it, Lou. That back line stands strong right around that blue line ACHA logo. And for the Lakers, that's going to come back to bite you late if you can't get pucks deep and get good changes.
Salisbury looks to clear the zone. It's tipped out and right into the Grand Valley bench, just right of the head coach, Charlie Link, as the faceoff will come back down into the Grand Valley zone as we're under 4 minutes to go here in this first period. Grand Valley jumped out to a quick 1-0 lead, but it's been all Sioux College after that, getting a couple of goals by Ryan Vandermeen to make it 2-1 as we're down to 3:50 to go in this opening period. They dig away at it, held in at the blue line again, a shot deflected, and the Lakers look to clear the zone. It's held in again by the Cougars. Little pass over on the right side. One-time centering play, actually a cross-ice pass. Rosenbaum again has to be tall and net, and the shot count is piling up now for the Cougars, 18-13 in this opening period.
Yeah, as Lalonde and Vandermeen dap each other up there before this face-off. A nice play. Once again, those quick passing, and Rosenbaum has to make a nice save.
Well, they're going to try the face-off over again over on the far side in the Grand Valley zone. Going to be deflected over in the corner, and they chop away at it. Now Grand Valley comes up with it. They dig it out the center ice, going to be in between the rings, and finally played into the Sioux College zone. Going after it for the Cougars is Andrew Barbeau. He's hounded over now on the near side by Tim Baldwin. They dig at it over there. Puck thrown out to the blue line, though, and the Cougars will try to make a rush. Good defensive stand that time by the Lakers, but quickly up over the line with it is Lalonde. Lalonde tried to center it, and it was deflected over in the near far side. There's one centered into the slot area. There's a nice play. Holy cow, just like that, he scores and makes it 3-1. It looks like it's going to be Bryson Lalonde getting the goal, and it's now the Cougars up by 2 goals. Time of the goal, 16:59.
Yeah, play starts there with Renderman to Barbeau to Lalonde, and that's now 3 goals with just wide open nets. You see the pass there, snaps it tape to tape. Does not get easier than that. Look at this, Renderman, Barbeau, just a great pass there and an easy finish. And this is the Sioux College we've seen throughout this tournament. They can score a lot and score quickly. Lakers are going to need to get something going momentum-wise before the break.
That's the 6th goal of the playoffs for Bryson Lalonde, and I'll tell you, he went top shelf on Rosenbaum with that wide open net. And Ryan, one of the things I watched in the warm-ups for about 6 minutes, that's all they did. They aimed for the top corner, right underneath the crossbar, everybody. Nobody shot one in the bottom, 2 feet. It was all upper, and it shots like that, it makes it look so easy.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly does. This Sioux College team makes everything look so easy as they're on the attack again.
Puck deep in the Grand Valley zone. There's a shot that's deflected, but right back to the stick of O'Flynn. They play it over on the far side. in Sioux College comes up with it. They're going to skate it over on the right side, just chop away at it as we're down to 2 minutes left in this opening period. 3-1 in favor of the Cougars now as they look to add on more. Coming up off of a change over the line is Barbeau. He skates it right out in front, but it's going to be deflected out into the neutral zone with 1:45 to go on a 3-1 lead. Puck deflected back down into the Grand Valley zone. Going to be a good play to hold it in on the near side. That time by Jason Ewell as he throws it in behind the goal. Grand Valley comes up with it. Reeder Burgess deflects it out to center ice. And they're going to skate backwards with it, does the Cougars, as they try to set up their next rush. Down to 1:25 to go in the opening period. 3 unanswered goals by the Cougars as coming up over the line, Godin. Godin with a shot deflected wide by the defenseman Kamzal, and it's played in behind the Sioux College zone. Grand Valley trying to make a little bit of pressure play on it as it's deflected back in the near corner. And now the Lakers trying to get something going, but that defense of Sioux College really putting the clamps on it. And we get a deflection. We're going to get a penalty call coming up on Grand Valley, I believe.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a tripping call. It's exactly what it is. And a pretty big mistake here for Grand Valley State. This power play's been clicking. You've already given up 3 unanswered with a chance to make that 4. We've seen Sioux College score, I think maybe 3, possibly even 4 power play goals within 20 seconds. They have 57 here to work with before we head to intermission.
And the trip is going to be called on Michael Mann. As you saw in the replay, it looked pretty evident there. There was no evidence to the contrary as the faceoff finally won by the Cougars. They have it out at the blue line out on top. Thought about the drive that time was Barbeau. He's quarterbacking the power play over on the right side. With it is Thrower. Thrower shot and they score! It's a power play goal. This one's going to be Brad Thrower, his second of the tournament. And wow, 4-1 in favor of Sioux College.
Yeah, what did I say, Lou? They can score quickly off the power play. They only needed 18 seconds into that one to take advantage. And just an absolute dominant play. We check out the replay here. Puck goes to Thrower, just steps in, picks his corner. Great shot by Thrower here from the top of the dot.
And it's definitely a dominating performance by the Cougars after Grand Valley jumped out to a 1-0 lead as we've got 30 seconds left in the opening period. 4-1, Sioux College on top as Grand Valley looks to clear the zone and try to get something going here in these final seconds. The Cougars now will be content just to throw it down into the Grand Valley zone. 15 seconds left in the period. 4-1 in favor of the Cougars. Deflected out to center ice. They chop away at it, and it's going to be dumped back into the Grand Valley zone with 5 seconds left. And that's going to about do it for the opening period. 20 minutes in the books here from Frisco, Texas at the Comerica Center, Ryan. And after Grand Valley jumped out to that quick 1-0 lead, it was like Sioux College said, all right, boys, enough is enough. Let's get going here, and 4 unanswered.
Yeah, Sioux College, they weren't eligible to be here last year. Otherwise, I think they would have been playing in this tournament and now taking advantage. These guys came out hungry. They were ready, and a big answer after giving up that first goal. Drew Gregory looks like he's feeling a rhythm, and just what we can't harp on enough, just the absolute talent of this Sioux College team. Just to throw pucks on net, pick their corners, and they raced out to a, I guess that's a 3-goal lead.
3-goal lead indeed, 4-1 again. It was Reeder Burgesson at 2:12 on a beautiful wraparound goal, and then it was Ryan Vandermeen at 4:09, and again at 13:32 with the goal to make it 2-1. Then Bryce Lalonde at 16:59, and then Ryan, you hit the nail on the head with the power play goal at 19:26, giving us a commanding 4-1 lead now as we're going to send it down to Todd Corder, who's got the head coach of Grand Valley, that being Charlie Link. Go ahead, Todd.
They are also the official provider of
Well, here we go. Unfortunately, we've got a little bit of a technical problem with the microphone of Todd Corder. We're going to go to break. After 20 minutes of play, it is Grand Valley trailing Sault College by the score of 4-1. You're watching the 2018 National Tournament here on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
We're glad to have them aboard and appreciate their support of the ACHA. And yes, that is a home of transportation truck.
They're leading Grand Valley by a score of 4-1. However, Grand Valley was the team that started off hot in that period. They were leading 1-0. What happened after that?
Well, I mean, what happened after that was they made it easy for Sioux to score. So Sioux scored their first goal, and then their last 3 goals, which we know how good they are at scoring, but the last 3 goals that Grand Valley allowed, they didn't make it difficult for Sioux to score. You know, the second one, Benjamin's second, came off a turnover. Lalonde's was when they over-rotated, they were undisciplined. And then the last one, the fourth one, which came in the closing minute of the period, it was on the power play. So we already knew Sioux was great, but Grand Valley's not making it difficult for the Cougars.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned the power play because I kind of gave it the broadcaster curse, as you could say, because with about 4 minutes left, I had mentioned it was a clean period, no penalties. Late in that one, though, there's a tripping call taken there by Grand Valley, and they're able to capitalize on it. You and I talked about it off air about the struggling penalty kill for Grand Valley. This one at a 64%, and Sault College has been at 33% on the power play. So that really ended up playing a big role and led it to a 3-goal game.
Yeah, and it was one of the keys we hit on. I mean, Sioux, we know how potent their offense is. Grand Valley was going to have to play near perfect to put themselves in a position to win, and they just haven't done that. I mean, they did score the first goal the first time Sioux trailed. It was literally for right under 2 minutes, and then Sioux went back to being themselves. But you're right.
Do you think, in a way, letting up an early goal, if you're Sioux, almost helped in the long run of that period? Because it kind of got the guys more focused, like, hey, you know, we're down a goal. Like, we gotta come back from this one. We gotta get it together. Let's focus and have a better period.
Right. I mean, some teams play better when they're down, you know, but we just haven't seen Sioux down at all in this tournament. So that was the first time we saw it. And, I mean, scoring 4 goals, you know, unanswered, I guess you could say that definitely woke them up.
So Ryan Benjamin, Bryson Lalonde, Max Cool, they were the big names that period. It was Benjamin who had 2 goals. and an assist, and he was the leading point getter in this tournament coming in, so he adds to that with the first 2 goals. Lalonde added a goal and 3 assists. Max Cole added 2 assists and a goal. If you're Grand Valley going forward in the rest of this one, how do you stop those 3 powerhouses?
Well, I mean, I think if you're Grand Valley, what you have to do is stay disciplined on the defensive end. So when those passes are getting through the lane, you can't over-rotate, right? You got to make sure you're watching for the backside, make sure you have it locked up, because Sioux's already so good at passing, you can't make it easy. You can't give the Cougars anything, and Grand Valley has given them a little bit of room here.
You know, Grand Valley did have 14 shots in that period, which is a pretty good solid number against a team like Sault College. So was it just more of a quantity over quality, though, or were they actually good opportunities?
I mean, I think Grand Valley did get some good opportunities. I think when you look at the board for the shots, I think some of the really good opportunities for Grand Valley didn't show up on the scoreboard because they just whiffed at pucks that were out in front. They didn't actually get it on the net, but there were pucks there out in front. And Sault actually turned the puck over a little bit and left the door open at times, but Grand Valley just didn't take advantage. So I think if you're Grand Valley, just keep putting the body, keep laying Sault out on the boards, and see if you can chip away at this lead, but you got to stay in it.
Now, surprisingly, Sault College took no penalties in that period, which is unusual. We saw the game against USF where it kind of got out of hand. Even yesterday, they started taking a lot of penalties. You got to be happy if you're Sault College in the locker room right now, not being put in the box in that period.
Yeah, I think you're happy to not go in the box because you're not leaving the door open at all for Grand Valley, right? You know that you're statistically the better team and you're more sound, but you're also not coming out and laying down, right? You're playing focused. You know, you're not treating this like this game doesn't matter. You're treating it as if you're the underdog and you're playing really hard. And their penalty kill has been outstanding, but they haven't even had to do anything because they haven't had to kill any penalties.
So you mentioned it being kind of easy. Those goals were easy in a way for Sault College. How does Grand Valley clean that up? What do they change defensively to make sure there's nobody on the back door wide open?
Well, I think it comes down to communication. I think you got to communicate better when the puck's around the net, right? You got to make sure that the guy who's on the front side or the 2 guys who are on the front side are getting aggressive and they're getting after the puck, but make sure you don't leave the back door open for Sault because they're going to find it. They're so good at passing. They're going to find it across the slot, so you got to body them up, keep them out of the slot.
Now, one thing I noticed in that period on the end of Sault College, and specifically the goaltender Drew Gregory, he gave up a lot of rebounds, and a lot of Grand Valley's best opportunities is when they were crashing the net, and that's basically how they got that first goal. So I think if you're Grand Valley, you just got to keep up the pressure on Gregory, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've come back down 2 times in this tournament, including yesterday against Michigan. So it's a 3-goal deficit now, but like you said about Gregory, the chances are there. And he hasn't been playing the puck very well and doesn't come out of the crease that much, but the puck is out there for Grand Valley if they want it.
You know, in the initial pregame before the game, we talked about a slow start could really hurt Grand Valley. They got off to the opposite in scoring quickly, but then things fell apart. So here in the second period, I feel like they have the opportunity and they can start quickly again, but it's holding it after that first couple minutes.
Yeah, and I don't think they've played like terrible. I'm not going to say they played terrible in the first period. It just goes to show how good Sault is, because if you leave the door open a little bit for these guys, I mean, you got to play near perfect. So this isn't a regular opponent in Sault. It just hasn't been there in the first period.
Yeah, so once again, Vendramin, Lalonde, and Cole were the big stories of that period. And with that, we're going to throw to a break. We'll be back with another segment here before the start of the second period.
coming. Nervous! Let's go!
Hockey heads are special, which is why we protect them with a helmet designed, built, and tested to endure real-world hockey impacts.
Welcome back to the ACHA Men's Division III National Championship game here between Sault College and Grand Valley. It's Sault leading Grand Valley right now 4-1 after the first period. Justin, Grand Valley, you're down 3 goals. What do you have to do this period differently to try to crawl back into this hockey game?
Well, we talked about 3 keys to the game for Grand Valley. It was to get off to a fast start, it was to score on the power play, and it was to take it to Sault on the boards. I think they got off to that fast start with a 1-goal lead. I think they're taking it to Sault on the boards a little bit. I think that needs to continue. There's one thing you need to do. Keep hitting Sault to get back in this game, and then you have to keep going on the offensive end. You have to take advantage of the chances that you get, and you got to throw it at the net. Keep throwing it at the net, keep getting guys on the backside to crash, and you could get more opportunities because you can get it by Gregory. You can get it by him.
All right, if you're Sault College, you've been in this position 4 times already where you have a decent-sized lead after 1. What do they keep doing to keep that lead?
Well, I think for Sault, you should stay aggressive. I don't think you should treat this game like it's over. I think you should keep your foot on the gas pedal. Keep passing it around. Once you get it on your offensive end, I mean, you really have a lot of different options. I mean, Benjamin, Lalonde, Cole, Barbeau, you have a lot of options. So keep flinging the puck around, tic-tac-toe, good positioning. I mean, really, you got Grand Valley on their heels once you get it by their netminder.
Well, it should be a fun and exciting second period. We're going to go back to Lou and Ryan in the broadcast booth.
Well, as we get ready to start the second period of play, my name's Lou Gamelin, along with my tag team partner Ryan Jones. And Ryan, I'll tell you, I can't say that I'm surprised that we've got a 4-1 lead after 20 minutes of play. This Sault College Cougar team is the real deal, and they showed their expertise and their talent in that opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, they certainly did. After giving up the early goal within the first 2 minutes of the game, they jump out to 4 unanswered goals, and a lot of them are just absolutely gorgeous passing, guys being unselfish, moving that puck from left to right, and really just giving Rosenbaum fits in net.
Well, you know, Grand Valley got things started off early as Reeder Burgesson made a beautiful hockey play, as you like to call it, on that wraparound goal. He found the weakness of Gregory just stuffing it in on that wraparound to make it 1-0, and we thought the pace of play was conducive to Grand Valley. But, man, you give this Sault College Cougar team an inch, and they'll take a mile, and they sure did.
Yeah, they really did. It was a great start by the Lakers. And one thing that I saw is that they did have a wealth of chances throughout that period, right? They tested Drew Gregory in net. The key is you got to finish on those. When they have a 3-on-2 chance, a 2-on-1, a couple, I think one shot at least hitting the post, you got to be able to finish against this Sault College team because sooner or later they're going to make you pay. And they also made him pay at that last goal just 20 seconds into the power play opportunity. So the Lakers going to have to stay out of the box for the rest of this 40 minutes because you just can't give the Sault College Cougars anything to pad that lead.
And if you're the Sault College Cougars, you get those 4 goals in the opening 20 minutes, you've got to be going in the locker room sky high. If you're their head coach, Mike Hall, what do you tell the boys with a 4-1 lead that would be anything to make it even better? I mean, to up the ante, so to speak.
I think if you're Coach Mike Hall, you got to make sure that they're not riding too high, right? There's 40 minutes left of hockey. That's a lot of time left to be played. They can't sit on their laurels here because this Laker team, they've shown a lot of grit and grind throughout this entire tournament. 1-2 bounces go their way, and all of a sudden they'll punch you in the mouth. It's a 4-3 lead, and all of a sudden the momentum swings back into that Laker bench, and things can get a little bit sketchy for the Cougars. So I don't expect them to lay off the gas pedal here. I expect them to continue to play hard, but just a lot of hockey left to be played, Lou. Anything can happen when you get to this final game of the tournament.
Well, we have seen with the Grand Valley Lakers in a couple of their games, they found themselves behind, and they're able to come back and take control of the tempo of the game. They're going to have to do it soon. 20-14, the shots on goal in favor of Sioux College after 20 minutes of play as they come out onto the ice. Again, Sioux College rocking those brand new black jerseys with the white and blue trim. First time they've worn them this year. And Grand Valley will be in their white jerseys with the blue and black trim as they go left to right on your television dial. Here we go as they get the face-off underway. Glad you could join us on the ACHA Broadcast Network. 20 minutes gone, 4-1 in favor of Sioux College. They'll take control of the face-off and dump it down into the Grand Valley zone. They're going to play it over there on the far side. They skate it out to the top. There's a drive deflected wide, and it scores! Wow, I lost track of the goal on that one, Ryan. And boy, if you're Grand Valley, obviously that is not what you need. 17 seconds in, 5-1 in favor of Sioux College.
Yeah, I think you weren't the only one to lose track of that. Andrew Rosenbaum, not a chance there as it deflected off a couple of bodies, traffic in front. Let's see it from Rosenbaum's perspective here. Shot off the front, off of his own defender. Oh, man, that's just the toughest of breaks for the Lakers right there.
I think Vendramin will get credit for that one. He was the closest to that deflection. We'll have to wait and see who gets the actual credit on the goal. But the time of the goal, 17 seconds into the third period. There's one deflected up over the top of the goal. Going to be played over the far side. Actually, they're going to give the credit to Jamie Kamzal. So 17 seconds, the time of the goal in the second period. And just like that, we've got a 5-1 lead in favor of Sioux College as Drew Gregory will glove it off and keep the face-off down in the Cougar zone.
Yeah, so it's off the stick of Kamzal. I mean, the shot right there goes off of number 27, Nate Madigan, for the Lakers. Good things happen when you put the puck on net, and just an unfortunate bounce for the Lakers and a hot start for Sioux College.
Puck thrown around just wide of the Sioux College goal as they dig away at it over on the far corner, as that's going to be Jamie Kamzal's first point and first goal of the tournament. Not a bad place for it in the national championship game as we get a collision right at the Sioux College blue line. And I think we're going to get a penalty call coming up on the Cougars. So this is an opportunity if you're Grand Valley to try to claw your way back into this one, starting off with a power play.
Yeah, bad play there, kind of a dangerous hit. I think they're going to get him for interference. It's going to be Stephen Cole. So now if you're the Lakers, an early chance on the power play as we look at the replay here. Yeah, just a bad play. It's unnecessary, and hopefully the Lakers can maybe steal some momentum. But on the other hand, 100% on the penalty kill so far in the tournament for Sioux College. They start this one good, getting that puck deep on the other end.
And going after it for Grand Valley is going to be Patrick Rapin as he tries to make a play on it. Good play on defense to keep the puck down deep as Mark Tassoni as they now deflect it out to center ice where it's played by the Cougars. They'll just whip it right at Rosenbaum, and he'll hang on to the puck as we're almost 2 minutes gone in the second period. Already 5-1 in favor of Sioux College. A goal here in the second period, 17 seconds in. Puck deflected off the stick and going to just be cleared down the ice by Sioux College as there's a minute and 17 seconds left in the Grand Valley power play, and just under 2 minutes gone in the second period.
What a play by Morgan to the applause of his bench there. First one to the puck, just pins it to the corner. We're already a minute killed in this power play. This is the first time the puck's even entered Sioux College's zone.
And on the giveaway, here's an opportunity over the right face-off circle with a shot deflected up over the top of the goal. Rebound thrown over wide of the goal as Grand Valley gets a couple of opportunities. Now here's one that's going to be cleared, and it's going to go back down into the Grand Valley zone, down to 40 seconds left in the power play as Grand Valley now will regroup, trying to get another rush on it to try to cut into this 5-1 lead. They throw it down the length of the ice, and it's going to go down into the corner. And again, Sioux College there to wrap it around all the way down into the Grand Valley end, and it's going to eat up another 10 to 15 seconds of this power play as we've got 17:05 to go here in this second period. 5-1, Sioux Canada on top as they bring it up over the line. They've got it at the blue line, does Grand Valley. Over on the right, on the near side, played by Lazaline. There's a shot deflected, and again, it'll be gone down the length of the ice, and that should eat up the rest of the Grand Valley power play.
Yeah, you need a little bit more sense of urgency for this Lakers power play as Sioux College going to remain 100%.
They got one shot on goal on the power play now as they're behind 21-15 shots on goal. Coming up over the line the other way, centering play. Ooh, just a little too strong over the far corner. Again, Sioux College. There's one right out in front at the doorstep. Deflected out to the point. Throwing towards the net. Up high over the right side of the goal. And it's going to be deflected away. Good play to hold it in. Coming in 2-on-none now. There it is, opportunity. Oh, my goodness. And another goal, this time by Nicholas Nigro. Boy, oh, boy, it doesn't get any easier than that, Ryan. And they're making this, they're turning this into a clinic.
Yeah, Sioux College benefiting from that quick change there as Nicholas Nigro, pretty easy finish. Just back and forth, moving him left to right as we take a look on the screen here. Watch the turnover, Nigro, easy feed, and does not really get much easier than that. We knew going into this game, this Sioux College team is an absolute wagon, and they're showing why right now is Tassone and Nigro, just a little back and forth. This is going to be tough sledding the rest of the way for the Lakers if they can't get any momentum going.
Thrower tosses it up over the top of the goal. There's one thrown to the wide of the goal by Policino as it's played out to the blue line. Now here comes Grand Valley up over the line the other way. Parkhurst tries to make a play on it, but again, a couple of Cougars right there to stop his momentum at the face-off circle. They throw it in behind the boards and behind the Grand Valley goal. Now played over on the left side, and it's going to be deflected out to center ice. 15:39 to go here in this second period. 6-1 in favor of Sioux College. They play it now out to center, out to the neutral zone. Going to be deflected over to Jake Lewis. Lewis with a couple of points on the tournament. His drop pass going to be deflected away. Here comes Grand Valley. Ooh, what a nice play that time by O'Flynn to stop a potential breakaway, just diving after the puck. There's a shot, though, by Grand Valley. That's going to be taken by Mitch Lawton. But Drew Gregory right there to make the stop.
Yeah, and great job by O'Flynn there, laying out to stop the 2-on-1 from potentially developing. And it just goes to show you how hard this Sioux team works and how well coached they are by Mike Hall. I mean, just the fact is, you're in a 6-1 game. You're absolutely controlling the pace. You still got guys that are playing great and making sure that they're still getting back on the back check.
And on the other end, we get an icing call as the puck will come back down in the Sioux College end. Again, one penalty apiece. That's it being called on each team. A relatively cleanly played game. A couple of body checks, if you will, but nothing that would result into anything major as both teams playing a good, clean game. As we've got a 6-1 hockey game in favor of Sioux College. They take it out of the zone, out to center ice. They're going to lift it down into the near end in the Grand Valley zone. Played in behind the goal where it's going to be touched by Rappin. Rappin tries to play it around the boards. His pocket is picked, but coming up with it is Vanderline. Vanderline with a cross-ice pass, and that's going to be stolen away and thrown right down. And Rosenbaum's going to hang on as we're down under 5 minutes gone in this second period. Definitely, it's the ice is now tilted in the Grand Valley end with a 6-1 Cougar lead.
Yeah, and you just look at the dejected faces on that Grand Valley State bench. It's pretty tough to give up 6 unanswered, and we've just seen this consistently from Sioux College the entire tournament, is that they just absolutely knock the wind out of you. So I don't know whether it's going to be a big hit.
Oh, my goodness. There's another one, and he scores. That one's going to be just off a long rebound, and Max Cull's going to put it behind Rosenbaum. And Ryan, there's nothing that Rosenbaum can do. He gets that Joe Louis Arena bounce, as I like to call it, off the boards and just puts it top shelf. And we've got a 7-1 lead, and I think we're going to get a goalie change now, as that time of the goal on the latest is at 5:25.
Yeah, I knew that's where you were going with it, Lou. The Joe Louis bounce, maybe a little bit interfered with there as it kind of came back. It was Renderman who was going hard, crashing the net, and an easy goal for Matt, I believe it's it was Max Cole, not the brother Steven, that is able to bury there. Before I could get that word vomit out, I was hoping that maybe the Lakers could get something, anything, whether it's a big hit. They need something to change the momentum. A 7-1 lead. I mean, this is absolutely insane to see in a championship game, the level of dominance the Sioux College team has.
Skating it up over the line quickly. Here comes Sioux College again, trying to make a play on it was Jason Ewell. They throw it deflected over in the near corner. Going to be deflected in behind the Grand Valley goal. They played out to the point where it's hopped over the stick of the Cougar defenseman, and they're going to be playing now back deep in the Cougar zone. 6 minutes gone in the second period, 7 unanswered goals. In actually the last 21 minutes, as Sault College is putting on a clinic right now, up 7-1 on Grand Valley. Cross ice pass, deflected over to Barbeau. He throws it, there's a shot, and they score! Jason Ewell got it past the new goaltender, Jared Myers. And boy, when you're hot, you're hot. And boy, when the wheels come off, boy, they come off quick.
Yeah, this Sault College team right now looking like they could be playing against the Division I national champions. They are just all over the ice. It seems that their passes are just being communicated through telepathically almost. An absolute route being put on right now. The Lakers going to have to dig deep to find something positive. We're just a couple of minutes here away from our media timeout. Maybe the Lakers can regroup and start building on something and just start chipping away.
Jason Ewell gets the goal. That'll be his second of the tournament. Here comes a giveaway with a shot. Kicked away that time by Gregory. Coming in on goal was Parkhurst. Parkhurst had a couple of goals last night in that semifinal win over Michigan. They play it deep in their own zone to the Cougars. There's a giveaway, but comes right back. Grand Valley trying to keep the pressure in the Sault College zone, but it's deflected out to center ice where Soroki will dump it back in. 13 minutes to go, second period, 8-1 in favor of Sault College here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. Soroki brings it up over the line with a shot, and it's deflected up over the top of the goal. Took a weird bounce and back in front of Gregory, but unable to make anything go of it was Grand Valley. There's a play just whiffed on by Grand Valley, 2-on-2 the other way. Bringing it up over the line. They bring it over in the far corner. Skating with it is Morgan. He tried to go after Duckstein there in the slot area, but it's going to be played now in the Grand Valley zone out to center ice. Coming up over the line with the puck is Lawton. Lawton with a shot. Rebound, and he scores! Mitch Lawton gets the goal to stop the stem the tide a little bit. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. And it's now 8-2 in favor of Sault College.
There we go. We finally get Gregory being a little bit tested. The shot before, he didn't really look incredibly confident. As you see, coming right in. Nice play going hard to the net. Lawton cleaning up his own garbage rebound and gets the Lakers back within 6. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's something. The thing is here, Lou, even though you're on the bench here, you look up, you see a 6-goal deficit, but that could be the one that kind of starts the fire, and you just start chipping away, right? It's a big hit here. It's a 2-on-1 there, and slowly try to build up on that momentum. If the Lakers can somehow frustrate Sault College and get them in the box, this one's not over it yet. Keep that champagne on ice in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
8-2 is the score. The goal again by Mitch Lawton at 7:38. Ends 8 unanswered goals by the Cougars, is bringing it up over the line. Is Brendan Robur. Oh, there's one just wide of the goal. Boy, they had Gregory way out of the net on that one. Deflected now over into the blue line, now into the center ice zone. Coming up over the line with it is Barbeau. There's a centering play. Rebound right out in front and kicked in behind the Grand Valley goal. They dig away at it over deep in the Grand Valley end. Clearing play, but not out. There's one going in behind the Grand Valley goal again. They throw it around the boards. Going to be played out to center, or out in behind the goal. And again, Sault College just keeping it deep in the Lakers zone, down to 11:25 to go. Here, there's a play in the slot area. Deflected before it got to the goal. Rebound, kicked away back out in front. Now back out to the point with a shot. Right into the breadbasket of Jared Myers, who's in relief of Rosenbaum. And he'll keep the face-off deep in the Grand Valley end with 11:18 to go in the second period.
See, and that can even be some momentum here, Lou, as Myers on that first one, tough to come in relief, but now seeing a couple more shots, maybe gets his feet under him, and hopefully he can improve the play after Rosenbaum got taken out.
Off the face-off, Grand Valley will play it down the length of the ice. It took a fortuitous bounce towards the goaltender, Gregory, so they couldn't ice it. He had to cover it up, so that'll bring the face-off down into the Sault College end.
Yeah, Lakers need something here to try to establish a cycle, work off this face-off.
Off the face-off, it's going to be controlled by Grand Valley, and he whipped on the shot. Here comes Sault College quickly up over the line. Potential 2-on-1. Vandermeer with a backhand. Rebound. Oh, off the goalpost. Big save by Myers. Boy, Sault College got a 3-on-2 break that time, and they couldn't take advantage of it. Here comes Grand Valley dumping it into the Cougar zone. Deflected back into the neutral zone now, and Vandermeer will come up with it over the line. Vandermeer stops right by the face-off circle. Long pass cross ice. Nobody home but held back in at the point with a shot. Rebound is right out in front at the doorstep. It's loose. They try to come up with it. Finally, Grand Valley will clear it down into the Sault College zone. Grand Valley having a hard time trying to get. Oh, there's a shot again with a long rebound. But unfortunately for the Lakers, nobody there to scoop it up. Coming up the other way, Vandermeer with a drop pass and a shot taken by Ewell wide of the goal. There's one. That's deflected wide. And again, Grand Valley will clear it the length of the ice. And we'll get an icing call. 10:07 to go. Second period, 8-2, Sault College.
Fantastic kick save there by Gregory. But once again, you saw that just fire off that left pad. The Lakers are going to need a little bit of help on those chances to have someone coming in to clean up the rebound.
Face-off will be to the left of Jared Myers, and it's controlled by the Lakers. Or by the Cougars, rather. They throw it deep in behind the Grand Valley goal, now played over far side. The Lakers come up with it, then they play it out to center ice, where the Cougars will just throw it down back into the Grand Valley zone. Halfway through this one, it's been all Sioux Canada. The Sault College Cougars 8-2 over Grand Valley. As Grand Valley comes in with a shot, that time taken by Parkhurst, deflected in behind the goal. Now played by the Lakers rather. There's one off the side of the goal. Puck deflected and it comes out to center ice. Here come the Cougars up over the line with it. Mark Tassoni, he gets bounced off the puck. They play it around into the far near corner. Grand Valley will come up with it 2-on-2 the other way. And now it's going to be intercepted and played by Ewell. Ewell gets it and he decides to backtrack with the puck. And the Cougars will regroup with it at center ice. They'll now bring it up over the line. They try to center one to bring down into the slot area, but it's going to be deflected in behind the Grand Valley goal. They play it around the boards, and Grand Valley will come up with it. They clear the zone. Going for possession of the puck is Mitch Lawton. Lawton will throw it down into the Sault College zone over on the far side with 8:55 to go in the second period. 8-2 our score. Puck deflected in behind the goal. They're going to play it around the boards. Sault College will lift it out to center ice where it's going to be played there by Grand Valley. Playing the puck in the neutral zone is Baldwin as he tries to bring it into the zone. He avoids a couple of hits over on the right face-off circle, but he's bounced off the puck again. Puck now deflected deep in the Sault College zone. Grand Valley holds it in. They throw it back down into the corner, and doing a little dipsy-do, Kalen O'Flynn trying to make a play to get it out of the zone, and it's deflected high in the air to center ice. And coming up with that loose puck is Thrower. Thrower comes into the left side. There's a play right out in front. Myers will make the save and keep this an 8-2 game, as it looks like we will be coming to our media timeout. 8:11 to go, second period. Sault College 8, Grand Valley 2. You're watching the Division III National Championships on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
Well, welcome back to the ACHA Broadcast Network. Yours truly, Lou Gamelin, along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones. And Jonesy, this has been one clinic of a hockey game from Sault College as they've just turned on the afterburners and jumped out to an 8-2 lead.
Yeah, the Lakers here with a chance, though.
There's a rebound right out in front, and Gregory will get down on all fours, and we're going to get a penalty call coming up. I believe it's a hooking call, and it looks like we're going to get a power play coming up for Grand Valley. So, Ryan, again, here's an opportunity for Grand Valley. If they can get a power play goal here, get that momentum going, who knows? They could still have a chance.
Yeah, it's 2-on-1 breakaway. You got to give credit to this Lakers team. They are not giving up as we take a look at the replay there. Could be a trip, could be a hook, whatever you want to call it. It's 2 minutes for the Lakers. Is a good clear here to start off the penalty. Grand Valley's going to have to push the pace on this power play and try to score the first one that Sault College has given up so far.
They gave up one shot on the power play last time, did Sault College. So Grand Valley being outshot 31-22. They trail 8-2. They were down 4-1 after one. And then Sault College erupted for 4 goals in 6 minutes and 15 seconds of the second period to really put a margin on this one, to say the least. Grand Valley has answered so far as Mitch Lawton got a goal at 7:38 as the puck is cleared on the power play deep in the Grand Valley zone. The other thing that we've seen, Ryan, with Sault College, once they get a lead, sometimes they get a little too unselfish with the passes, and it ends up leaving some opportunity. So Grand Valley, I think, might have to try to take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, especially if Sault College tries to get a little bit too fancy and maybe turn the puck over. You could get a fortuitous bounce and come back on the 2-on-1 or 3-on-2. But right now, it's all about the power play opportunities. Got to get something set up.
They've got it now in the Sault College zone. With it right there is Baldwin. Baldwin plays it back out on top. There's a drive on the right side, right into the glove again of Drew Gregory, and he'll hang on. That'll keep the face-off deep in the Sault College zone.
So far, I really do like this power play much better than their first opportunity. They've gotten some better looks. They got some looks off the draw. Just got to keep peppering Gregory. Like I said, Lou, just got to keep chipping away.
Face-off controlled by the Cougars deep in their own zone as they look to clear, and they do out to center ice as we're down to 48 seconds left in the power play. 6:45 to go here in this second period. Grand Valley keeps the puck in the zone. Skating it around to the near side is Decina. Decina bounced off, still trying to come up with it. He pitches it back outside. On top with the puck at the point was rapping over on the left side with a shot. Rebound in the slot area right out in front. And we get a stoppage of play. And it looks like we might get another penalty call coming up. This one again to Sault College.
Yeah, we certainly are, Lou. So now a huge opportunity for the Lakers. You got 28 seconds of a 5-on-3. Big face-off here for Grand Valley. Really would like to win this and at least spend this next 28 seconds in the Sault College zone.
Pulicino will go to the box. It looked like he might have got a cross-checking call on that one. So 5-on-3, as Ryan mentioned, for another 28 seconds. Face-off one, clean lead by the Lakers. They've got it out on top. Hopped over the stick that time of Schlatterbach. Regains possession. Back over to Baldwin. There's one right out in front of the doorstep again. It's loose in the crease. Oh, Grand Valley again couldn't take advantage of it. Again at the point now. Goaltender without his stick to the right of the goal with a shot. Deflected in the slot area. They dig away at it, and Sault College with a huge play. Great defensive play by the Cougars. Now we're down to a 5-on-4 for another minute and a half. Grand Valley with it up over the line. They come down over on the near side. Burgesson drops it off, and again it's deflected back into the Grand Valley zone. So the Lakers unable to get anything going on the 5-on-3. Look to try. Here's a shorthanded giveaway, and they score! That's going to be Mark Tassoni, shorthanded. So they've done a little bit of everything tonight. A shorthanded goal on a lazy cross-ice pass, and it's 9-2 now in favor of the Cougars.
Yeah, Lou, I've been saying it all weekend. We used to have a saying when I played, forecheck, back check, paycheck, and it's the forecheck of Ryan Vendermeen getting himself another point as we're going to hopefully cut to a replay here, but you see it just lays it out on a platter for Tassoni, and what an answer by Sault College. And you know, you could maybe make the argument that they could play down 5-on-4 this entire game the way that they've played and still be in it.
Boy, shots on goal, 34-24. as it's now 9-2. They got the shorthanded goal by Tassoni. That was just a beautiful play by the Cougars shorthanded. You got to give credit where credit is due. The hustle that they have coming on not only shorthanded but throughout the game, or throughout the tournament. You just said it. And it's just amazing to watch.
Yeah, this team is just absolutely well put together. They know where everybody's going to be. They're a fun team to watch, Lou. They're just a class organization.
Puck played now in the Grand Valley zone, held in at the blue line. They're going to dig away at it now. Here come the Cougars again. They've got it out at center ice. Up over the line is Cull. He's got O'Flynn skating in on goal. Rebound! And they score! Holy cow. We got a 10 spot already. Time of the goal, 15-14. And it is the floodgates have now opened.
I mean, Lou, how often do you see a team score on the shorthanded penalty, and then not only that, but score two within 20 seconds of each other? As O'Flynn denied once, will not be denied twice. You see it here. Watch again. Cull, nice feed. O'Flynn stopped once, not twice. Meyer, a great initial save. Not a lot of help there. I mean, this is a clinic right now.
And again, it's going to be Kalen O'Flynn making it 10-2 as Grand Valley comes in on goal. They try a centering play, and it's deflected in behind the goal. They chop away at it in behind. There's a loose puck right out in front. Unfortunately, Lawton couldn't come up with it. They play it now, or check that. That was Tim Baldwin, but it's held on to back behind the Sioux College goal. 4:15 to go, second period, 10-2. The Cougars on top, as they've got control of this game now, as they just skated out to center ice, and it's deflected. Grand Valley comes back into the zone. They throw it down towards the Sioux College goal. There's a centering play, and we get a whistle away from the play and a stoppage of play. 3:59 to go here in this second period. 10-2. What can you say other than amazing?
Yeah, Sioux College Cougars, they've been great all year. They've been great through the tournament. Over 40 goals. I believe it's 44 now goals for in the tournament. Just 11 against. A Sioux College team is just crazy to watch. They're well coached. They get back on the back check. They do everything really, really well. And so far, they came to play in this championship game. When the lights are brightest and the stars come out, this Sioux College team has answered the bell.
3:39 to go, second period, 10-2 our score. Sioux College on top. They throw it around the boards. Going to be held in and now deflected out to center ice where Grand Valley will come up with it. They're just going to toss it down to Charlie Nelson. He throws it in behind the Sioux College goal. And here come the Cougars now out of the zone. Nice stretch pass up over the line with the puck. They throw it towards the net, and it's going to be gloved off and hung on to by Jared Myers in relief of Andrew Rosenbaum. So 3:16 to go, second period, 10-2, Cougars on top.
Yeah, and 37 shots for the Cougars and 10 goals. I think the goaltending on the other end for the Lakers, they've just been kind of hung out to dry. This Sioux College team, they're so good at making you move left to right. They're so crisp on their passing. It's just been really tough to save a lot of these shots where half the net is just wide open.
Shot deflected high, or taken and went deflected high over the glass that time by Michael Mann, and the Cougars come up with it in the neutral zone. There's a centering player, an outlet pass that was deflected back down into the Sioux College zone, as it will be deflected in behind, and they'll just regroup with the puck. Down to 2:40 to go here in this second period. 10-2 our score. Sioux College brings it up over the line with a shot, kicked away by Myers. They throw it around the boards and in behind the Grand Valley goal. They chop away at it over there. Going to be played in the right face-off circle now, deflected out on top as Bingui tries to make a play on it. Now it's deflected back out into the Sioux College zone with 2:20 to go in the second period.
Yeah, Lakers, hopefully you can get anything to build off in these final 2 minutes and get into the intermission, just be able to get a breather and reset.
Puck deflected over on the far side, deep in the Grand Valley zone now with 2 minutes to go here in this second period. 10-2 our score. It was 4-1 after 20 minutes, and Sioux College scored 4 goals in the first 6:15. Grand Valley got one, at 7:38, and then 2 goals 57 seconds apart has broke this one wide open, 10-2 here in the latter stages of the second period. There's a shot lifted up over the top of the goal, deflected out to center ice. Here come the Cougars now up over the line. They skated over on the near side. Down to a minute and a half to go in the second period. There's one right out in front. Kicked away at the last second by Myers as they play it over on the near side. Puck rolls over that way. Grand Valley centering play right out in front again. Myers with another rebound, and it's going to be held in at the blue line. Good hustle play by the Cougars to set it back up and behind. There's a centering pass deflected back over in the near corner. They play it back out on top. Cross ice pass over to O'Flynn. There's a shot deflected wide of the goal, and a centering play right out in front again, and Grand Valley will finally clear it out to center ice with under a minute to go in the period.
Yeah, Myers just doing everything he can. A couple of nice saves there. Just that one's going to be whistled dead. But yeah, Myers, I mean, he's going to have a lot of game film to be shown if he could just maybe kind of chop up the highlights of some of those really nice saves against this really good team. You know, you don't have to tell everybody what the final score was. You could just show the highlight reel for you. But, yeah, I mean, that's an absolute shooting gallery right now for the Sault College Cougars.
40-25 shots on goal in favor of Sault College. But I'll tell you, they probably got 25 at least here in this second period as the onslaught really came on. There's a play. They tried to make a move in on goal that time, led by Benjamin Kowalski, who had 2 goals yesterday in that win over Michigan, as Grand Valley had to touch up on side, as now Sault College they'll just hang on to the puck with 20 seconds left. You know, they've got nothing really else that they need to do, as we're down now to under 10 seconds or 15 seconds left. There's a giveaway. There's a shot. Vandermeen with a goal. And boy, oh boy, that, you know, they lulled him to, I'm speechless. They lulled him to sleep, and they threw the stretch pass. Man, that's classic. You know, I am speechless in a good way. I'm just amazed by that play.
Yeah, just an absolutely crazy pass, just sending the sauce all the way down. Renderman hanging out at the opposite blue line is able to knock that down. Myers has to come out and challenge that play, but good patience by the goal scorer as he gets his 3rd of the game, or is that number 4 for Renderman?
I've got him with 3 right now. I thought he had 4, but on that one that was deflected off the defenseman, they gave it to somebody else. I think they gave that one to Cull, I believe. But anyways, that's going to do it for the second period of play as the Cougars, wow. I could think of a few more words, but I'm just going to go with wow. 7 goals in that second period on top, 11-2. Ryan, it's I got to honestly say, in a game of this magnitude, I've never seen anything like this. I've seen a couple of games, you know, in a regular season where if somebody's scored 12 goals in 2 periods, but the clinic that this game has shown by Sault College is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, right now, I mean, just everything working for them. Just an absolute wagon, like I said earlier. This team is just really, really good. Renderman with a hat trick in the championship. I mean, who else? I'm with you, Lou. I'm starting to get speechless too. This team is just so good.
Well, we've got 40 minutes into the books. Hopefully, we will get Todd Corder down at center ice to get a few words with the head coach of Sault College, Mike Hall. Mike, we know, has got to be pleased, as we're going to send it down to him here as soon as we can get his attention. 11-2 our score, and the Cougars just really putting it on all cylinders, as we'll take it right down now to Todd Corder.
Coach Mike Hall here with us. Coach Mike Hall here with us. You're up 11-2 at the end of 2 periods. You've had a tremendous season. You scored 2 shorthanded goals in this period, and the play of Vinderman has been incredible.
Yeah, our top line, you know what I mean? We lost Ozzy earlier in the week. He broke his foot, so, you know, we moved a guy up there, Bryston, and he's done an awesome job up there. Benny's, you know, has got a special skill set, but, you know, the big thing is you know, we just need to keep our heads here and, you know, keep our mouths shut and just finish this game off.
Now, what do you expect in the third period in terms of you said to keep your mouth shut and just go ahead and continue to play hard?
Well, reason to be chirping, guys. We just need to, win with some class or whatever, and just keep working hard. We can't take our foot off the gas. We need to keep working hard all the way through this.
Coach, good luck in the third period, and thank you for your time today. Back up to you, Lou.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. You know what, Ryan, before we go to break real quick, real good words that time by Coach Mike Hall, 11-2, win with class, and I think that they will do that.
Yeah, Coach Hall, very classy gentleman. And, we've seen class from the Sioux College fans. We've seen class out here on the ice. And I think at a game like this where things can maybe get ugly, if you can win with your heads held high and play like gentlemen for this final 20 minutes of hockey, I think it's just going to be a cap to an outstanding season. As you can tell right there by Coach Mike Hall, these boys from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario are very, very well coached. Just a great organization.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll go to our intermission report with Ryan and Justin sporting that new cowboy hat again after 40 minutes of play. It is Sault College 11 and Grand Valley 2. You're watching the Division III ACHA Men's National Championships here on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the ACHA Men's Division III National Championship game here between Sault College and Grand Valley. And as there was a lot of goals scored that period, it was really one-sided as Sault now leads 11-2. It was Jamie Kamzel who kicked it off just 17 seconds into that period to give them a 1-0 lead basically in that period alone. And then only a couple minutes later at the 3:44 mark, it was Nicholas Negro. After that, another minute and a half later, as you can see, these were quick back-to-back goals. It was Max Cole with the goal. After that, Jason Yule buried one at the 6:15 mark. Mark Tassone got one. Kalen O'Flynn, Ryan Benjamin. I mean, it was just a barrage of goals for Sault College. Benjamin did pick up the hat trick as well. Grand Valley was able to net one. It was Mitch Lawton at the 7:28 mark, but really, at that point, it was a little too late. It was an 8-1 to 8-2. So, I mean, what happened with Grand Valley that period?
I mean, two of those goals for Sault were shorthanded as well.
Yes.
So Grand Valley goes on that 5-on-3 power play, and then Sault comes right back the other way down a shorthanded goal 2 times. So, I mean, just an absolute barrage. We've used that word a lot, but it's an offensive explosion. Grand Valley pulled their starting goalie. They brought in another goalie to get him some work. Sioux just continued to score. I mean, they didn't let up or anything. And just really, the stick work has been amazing, and they're kind of really just toying with Grand Valley right now.
And I mean, at this point, with it being 11-2, there's no way Grand Valley comes back in this one. Am I correct?
I mean, I never want to say never, but 9-goal deficit is pretty tough.
Yeah, with only 20 minutes. So real quick, I want to go over the North dominance in this tournament. This is going to be now 10 of 11 years where the North Division has won the national championship, as both these two teams are out of the North. I mean, what does that say about that division?
I mean, there's just some great hockey up there, and it doesn't just happen one time or two times. I mean, the dominance have just been sustained over time. So the program's there, the players there. I mean, they've really truly built something like in that North that is just remarkable.
Yeah, so going back to Sault College, I mean, obviously they've scored 11 goals. So looking at the point totals here, it's incredible. Venturman has 6 alone, 3 goals and 3 assists. I mean, it's just been incredible to watch. They're passing that period. I mean, there were some plays right in front of the net where they just went back and forth and almost played with the goaltender of Grand Valley.
It's pickup hockey at this point. What Sault College has been able to do, and they're still throwing it around like the passing, but I mean, it's a practice right now for them as they keep continuing to put it in the net. They might even set a record here for the most goals scored in the championship game.
All right, so we talked about it a little bit during that period. It's crazy. Sault College has committed the most penalties in this tournament, yet they are still 100% on the penalty kill. I mean, we had a 5-on-3 for Grand Valley during that period. Not only did they not allow a goal, but they scored 2 shorthanded goals in that 2.5-minute span. It's incredible.
It's incredible. I mean, to have the most penalty minutes, right, and to have your kill that good. I mean, you've had to kill so many penalties. So it's not like, oh, they've killed only a few amount of penalties and they have a good statistic there based on low numbers. No, they're having to kill the penalty more than any other team in this tournament, and they're doing it. They still haven't allowed a power play goal. So I mean, that's just something else that you add to this Sioux team. It's just another caveat, if you will, just to add that they haven't given up a power play goal.
So, if you're Grand Valley, we talked about it, most likely they're not going to come back from this one. It would be just incredible if they did. What do you do in this third period just to try to keep it close? And, what do you look for if you're like a Grand Valley coach, for example?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you want to see any lack of hustle out there. I think you treat it, like you could carry this period into the next season for some of your guys on your roster. You got a few young guys on there that you could throw in, and it's good experience against such a good Sioux College team. So even though the game's out of reach right now, if you're Grand Valley, you made it to the championship game, you get to play one more period against a really good Sioux College team and maybe get some work for guys going on in the future. You get some good work. So
what exactly is the game plan if you're Sioux College?
Well, it's interesting. They have 20 minutes left. They're up 9. And I don't know. I mean, they didn't slow down in the second period. So I think maybe you play a little bit for the first few minutes. You get some other guys in there that normally don't. You get your last lines in, and work on the passing still. Maybe not try to show up Grand Valley, because we don't want to see that in the championship. But 20 minutes, you're going to be champions.
Maybe you implement that, what they call like the 5-pass rule in the offensive zone, where don't even take a shot till you've made 5 clean passes, because at this point, I mean, I think it was, they had in 17 shots, they scored 6 goals in that period.
Yeah, you've talked about that too, like the 5-pass rule, because there have been blowouts like this before.
Yeah, we've seen it in a few games, and I mean, you never want to see a blowout, especially in the championship game, but sometimes it happens, and hopefully, I hope both teams keep it clean for the third period. I hope they don't really, I hope Sault College doesn't do anything above and beyond. But and like you said, in 20 minutes, they'll be champions. Well, we'll be right back after the break. You're listening to the ACHA Men's Division III National Championship.
There are a lot of things you're gonna be. You already know it. You're gonna be strong, adventurous, caring, creative, protective. You're gonna be a hero, a fan, a giant, a wanderer, a leader. You're gonna be like a spark, tough, proud, elegant. But you already know what you're gonna be. You are going to be amazing. Find your amazing here. Welcome to the real you. Welcome to Sault College.
There's a phenomenon at Grand Valley State University that is making a lasting impact on our students, the state of Michigan, and beyond. It's called the Laker effect. Lakers understand that one person can make a significant impact. Together, we know we can do even more. That's the Laker effect.
You ready? This guy's not ready. You're not ready. Let's go!
Hockey heads are special, which is why we protect them with a helmet designed, built, and tested to endure real-world hockey impacts.
Welcome back to the ACHA Men's Division III National Championship And although it is a championship game, Justin, it almost feels like we're back on the first day of pool play with the scoreboard. It's 11-2 Sioux College, and it's really just been a dominating performance.
Yeah, and if you've been keeping up with this Division III, Sioux's done this before, right? This isn't, anything new for them. Their first round was a blowout. Second, third round, they actually gave up 5 goals in a game. That was against Ramapo, but it's been more of the same pretty much for Sioux. They haven't shown 1 ounce of, weakness in this whole tournament. And this tournament, it's going to go down that they only trailed for 1 minute and 57 seconds of this tournament, and it was the beginning of this game. So more of the same for Sioux the whole way through, consistency.
Yeah, when your closest game is an 11-5 win, that's saying something in of itself, basically.
Yeah.
And like you said, they trailed for 1 minute 57. That was the first thing we thought of when Grand Valley scored that first goal was, wow, they're actually losing. The question in my mind was, how would they respond to actually being down? And let me tell you, they responded very, very well as they went on to score 8 unanswered, and now we find ourselves 11-2.
Yeah, and it's tough for Grand Valley because it was one of the keys to start early and get a fast start. They did that, but I don't know if you want to say that it backfired on Grand Valley, because you got to get off to a fast start. I mean, and then they kind of just awoke the beast in Sioux, really. Just this offense, I mean, it's incredible. As Lou said on the call, really just speechless.
Yeah, it really is. They're a fun team to watch. They move the puck so fast, and we'll see what they do in the third period. We're going to head back to the broadcast booth now with Ryan and Lou.
40 minutes of play in the books here in this ACHA Division III National Championship game, and it's been all Sioux College. I think that's the understatement of the year right now, as I'm yours truly, Lou Gamlin, along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones, and I'll tell you what, I feel like we've been in a WWE Tag Team Championship match here, and we've been thrown over the top rope about a half dozen times. Grand Valley on top of trailing the Sioux College Lakers 11-2, and I'll tell you what a clinic that we've been treated to by the Cougars.
Yeah, this Sioux College team is just an absolute unit. They've been snapping tape-to-tape passes. They're finishing into open nets, and right now the boys just came out to play. They've looked fantastic. They've really not made a single mistake. I would assume that we're going to see more of the same in the third period. Hopefully the Lakers found anything that they can maybe build on in that intermission and just show some fight now.
Well, you know, it's tough. When I played in sports way back in the day, we've been on both sides of the ledger, playing football and basketball, where we've been down in football by 30 points. We've been up by 40 points going into the fourth quarter. Same in basketball. And in hockey as well, you're down in this situation. Boy, it's got to be tough if you're on the losing end of it, down 11-2, without the frustration setting in. And if you're on the winning side, you got to just, like Coach Mike Hall said, got to play smart and keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I think when you get into this situation, you just want to be a classy organization to win the championship without too much of a fuss. when it gets to a blowout like this. I mean, we haven't really seen anything from Sault College that implies that they have not been classy so far. It's just now you got 20 minutes away before you could possibly raise that trophy. Let's just see a good, clean third and final period. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe the Lakers could show some magic here and pull off one of the greatest comebacks ever. But as far as I'm concerned, let's just see some good hockey for this next 20.
All right, here we go. The Lakers will go from right to left on your television dial in their white jerseys with the blue and black trim. And Sault College, I'll tell you, Ryan, they may never play another game without these black and these new black uniforms that they've sported. The first time they were wearing them is tonight. And if they can give them 11 goals in 40 minutes, I'll tell you what, they might want to keep wearing them for every game.
Yeah, as bad as they'll probably stink after this game, they might never take them off just in general. Much to the broadcasters' delight, the white numbers popping. Much easier to see is who else? Frenderman getting it started with a clap bomb from the slot.
And that's Sault College again, just keeping the heat on. But, you know, and we've got a 2-on-1 coming the other way up over the line with it is Baldwin. Baldwin tries to make a play on it, but then again, another beautiful hustle play by Sault College as they throw it down into the Grand Valley zone. You know, and the other thing, Ryan, is, you know, when you're up 11-2 and, you know, the boys, some of the guys that don't get a lot of playing time, they're not going to want to just sit on it. They're going to want to get some shots on goal, and you can't blame them.
Yeah, Lou, there's not many times where you could say I scored a goal or got a point in the national championship, let alone 2, 3, 4, 4 goals as Renderman looks to add on to his total for the night. So when it becomes point night, everybody wants in on the action.
Well, we're down to about 18:55 to go, regulation time, and again, 11-2 our score as Sault College with an outburst of 7 goals in that second period. They got 4 in the first 5 minutes of the contest, or of the second period, rather. Then they got a couple of sandwiched in between each other within 50 seconds, and then a couple right at the end of the period where they caught Grand Valley napping. And as like Ryan mentioned, it's been nothing, no showboating, nothing to that nature. There's a play just wide of the goal. They've just been fortunate enough to make some really, really classic plays.
Yeah, this team is just so good, and it goes to show you why they're about 18 minutes from being national champions.
As the puck is played around the zone in the Sault College end, they're just going to skate it out to center ice. Playing it up over the line is Mark Tassoni. He got his pocket picked, but it's deflected back out to center ice. They're going to kick away at it right in front of Andy Storr, our public address announcer, as they play it out to the neutral zone, and it's going to be deflected back as Sault College brings it in on goal. Thinking about the shot was Cull at first, brings it back out to the point with a drive. That's deflected up by the blue line, and Grand Valley will come up with it as we're down to 17:35 to go here in this third period. Drop pass coming in on goal. Nifty move by Grand Valley with a shot, and it's deflected right out in front, and they score!
Yeah, nice play there. Grand Valley, a little bit of life. And, we've said it plenty of times. You keep testing Gregory, walk in there and clean up the rebound. So tighten the gap just a little bit. You never know.
Alex Soroki with the goal off the scrum in front of the net. And it's good to see Alex get a goal. He's been one of the mainstays on this title run team from Grand Valley as he gets the goal, as that's going to be his 4th of the playoffs. Puck will be played in the Grand Valley zone now, deflected out to center ice. They're going to bring it out there where Sault College will come up with it in the center ice area. Here's a nice lead pass, and it was dropped over in the far corner. Trying to make a play on it was Thrower. It's deflected still over on the far side. Grand Valley will get it. They'll just clear the zone out to center ice, and it's going to trickle down into the Sault College zone. 16:55 to go here in this third period. Again, 11-3 now our score. Grand Valley comes up with the puck in their own zone. They skate it out. Skating with the puck is Vanderline. They bring it down, and there's a shot that's deflected wide over in the far corner. And now it's going to be played out to center ice, 3-on-2 the other way, coming up over the line with the puck. There's a centering play, a little too strong. Parker Morgan tried to make a play on it, held in at the blue line by Pulicino. There's one thrown towards the net. Rebound kicked away by Myers as they play it over on the right side. They're going to skate it now in between the circles in the slot area, just going from left to right. 16:15 to go here in this third period. Again, Sioux College comfortably ahead, 11-3, as they're looking just to kind of skate their way, no pun intended, to a national title.
Yeah, and you also wonder, I know that both teams have played in 5 consecutive days, but Sioux College, with their ability to just jump out in front, and Grand Valley, who's kind of been in a lot more slugfests of games, maybe the fatigue just gets to them, and you got to give them a lot of credit. Lakers are not going away here.
No, not at all. And you mentioned some of the slugfests of games. Grand Valley has treated us to 2 of the top games in the tournament. You and I have been fortunate enough to call that game they had against Farmingdale in pool play was a classic where it was back and forth. A couple of heavyweights in the country, or I should say in the ACHA, as they beat Farmingdale in overtime, a number 1 seed. And then last night taking on a Michigan team that, it was a very evenly matched game. And they spent a lot of energy on that. And, they came out on top. What a great game that was. There's one shot deflected away by Myers over into the near corner. We're down under 15 minutes to go here in regulation time, as we've got an 11-3 lead and an icing call that'll bring the puck back down into the Grand Valley zone. 14:55 to go. Shots on goal, 45-27 in favor of Sioux College.
Yeah, and Sioux College probably averaging around like the 55 or so mark for their benchmark of shots. So right on track tonight once again, and a lot of those goals just coming from great opportunities with really slick passing.
I had a chance to talk with the Michigan State head coach, Don Headley, and he was telling me about some of the kids that he took over to Russia for the D3 select team last year. And this Ryan Vandermeen was one of them. And he said not only is he a great hockey player, he's a heck of a golfer. He's got like a 2 handicap, so he's got great hands. Man, that just tells me that if I see him on a golf course, I'll let him play through and I'll play with somebody my own skill level. So what a great play, as now we get an icing call. It'll bring the puck back down into the Sioux College zone. So, we've got 14:20 to go in regulation time here in this Division III National Championship game. It's been one heck of a run the last 5 days here at the D3 level, and the last week and a half for all the divisions here, as we've been treated as some tremendous hockey.
Yeah, it's certainly been great from the men's Division I and Division II level. Also, tomorrow on the ACHA network, we'll have the women's Division II and Division I championships as well. So, we're not quite out of it just yet, but it's been a fantastic week of hockey. We thanks to the Dallas Stars for allowing us to play in their beautiful arenas, and just a great wrap on a great weekend. Just shout out to the ACHA for providing these broadcasts and giving us an opportunity to do our thing, and giving these athletes a platform and a stage to shine on.
Well, and it's funny is you see the kids out here on the ice, and you see the effort that goes into their play, and some of them don't get a lot of recognition. Well, you know what? The people that are behind the scenes here don't get a lot of recognition, as we're going to get a penalty call coming up. A.J. Bolden and Josh Heffley, and I know I'm going to pronounce names wrong, so I better Justin Long. It's hard to mispronounce that name, but some of the names that behind the scenes, Matt Coma, everybody back there that have made this possible. The hard work, they've come a week before the Division I broadcast started to set things up. Everything from the wiring, the scaffolding, you name it. It's truly amazing how far we've come to be able to bring you the quality of broadcasts that we've had. Puck played now deep in the Grand Valley zone, as we've got a power play coming up to the Sioux College, as it's going to be shot from the blue line. That one shot that time by Andrew Barbeau. Puck over on the far corner. We're down to 12:55 left to go in regulation time. There's one kicked away. And a nifty move, but a good play on defense to stop that. Again, Barbeau tried to throw it towards the net, deflected away. Still loose in the slot area with a shot. Good save by Myers. Shot taken that time by Tassoni. Still held in at the blue line. Played over on the left side. Oh, a nice cross-ice pass, but it got caught in the skates of Kamzal. Now they play another shot in traffic, and Myers will hang on. 12 and a half to go here in this third period. Again, 11-3 our score in favor of the Cougars.
Yeah, good kill so far by the Lakers. But this Sault College team, man, they just hound you and harass you and on both zones. Just a great power play so far. It's just 1 minute eaten into it. But a great job by the Lakers holding them off so far.
Face-off will be to the left of Myers as he came in replacement of Rosenbaum midway through the second period. Puck lifted out to center ice. The Cougars will have it in the neutral zone. They're going to skate it now into the Grand Valley end. Little drop pass over to Nigro. His play deflected. Play right at the blue line. Outlet it out to center ice. But again, Sault College able to come up with it. They just dump it down into the zone as Andrew Trowbridge will throw it in. And it's deflected now down into the Sault College end with 35 seconds left in the power play and about 11:55 to go here in this third period. Puck skated up over the line, 3-on-1. Drop pass with a shot, and Myers again with a save as he stopped Nigro, and the face-off will stay deep in the Grand Valley zone.
Yeah, nice save there by Myers as the junior from Rochester Hills, Minnesota, Michigan. Having himself a pretty good night in relief, and he'll be back next year for this Grand Valley State Laker team. I think, Lou, Grand Valley State's got to be proud of their season to make it to the finals. They've played excellent, and you expect this franchise to be right back here in this situation next year as well.
Well, it's funny is, again, we talked about it at the top. The Division III level has been absolutely dominated by the North region. They've won it. This will be the 10th time now in 11 years. They've had multiple teams in the Final Four. There's been a couple of instances in the last four or 5 years where all 4 teams have been from the North region or the state of Michigan. And this year, no exception. We've had 3 out of the 4 out of the North region. It is such a competitive brand of hockey, and they represent themselves well with their results every year. And this year is no exception.
Yeah, I think, Lou, you were telling us that it was back in 2009 when it was College of the Canyons for the last one to do that. So just absolute dominance from the Michigan region, that North region, and now the Sault College Cougars just about 10-41 away from lifting the trophy and continuing that dominance. I'm sure that everybody back home in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario is ready to party.
Oh, I'm sure they are. They the support that they get from their fans is incredible. And you and I have witnessed it firsthand and, had a lot of chats with them. We've seen them in the same motel that we stayed at. They're a good crew of people. They're very, very friendly. And that's the other thing about this tournament that I've noticed, the Dallas area and the fans, just the amount of the warmth that we've received from everybody in such a gracious mood and, fun to talk to. That's what this tournament's all about. Puck played down in the Sault College zone as we're approaching the halfway point of this third period. Again, Sault College, they were up 11-2 after 40 minutes of play. Game well in hand after 40 minutes, obviously, as Grand Valley, again, just trying to play to get maybe a few goals here in this third period to try to, make it a little bit closer. But Sault College, again, with a drop pass up over the line, playing it in on goal with a shot, deflected high up and off the glass over in the near corner. Under 10 to go here in this third period. Skating with the puck is going to be Decina. He tries to clear the zone. It is cleared out to center ice, and it's going to be played right there by Godin. He brings it into the zone, drops it off to Docina with a shot that's deflected over on the far side. Sault College will bring it out into the Grand Valley zone. Dropping it in there was Parker Morgan, and it's going to be thrown around the boards by the goaltender Myers as we're down to 9:25. Centering play deflected as it's picked up by Baldwin, and it's going to be deflected out to center ice.
Yeah, no fault to either team here, as you can kind of just feel the pace of play slowing down a bit. I think both sides, Sioux College, like Coach Hall wanted them to be, playing pretty classy right now. You know, nothing too crazy, no big hits, no exchanges of words, it looks like. And I think Grand Valley also respecting the deficit might be too much to surmount and overcome. And, you know, just good, clean hockey. And Sioux College player going down, I think maybe just stepped on the puck there.
Yeah, Ryan, you can notice the pace of the play is just so slow as they're just methodical with the puck passing from back and forth. I mean, you know, like I said, you don't blame somebody if they try to make a shot, but right now they're just playing dump and chase, just, you know, trying to get the game over with, I believe, which is totally understandable with an 8-goal deficit with only 8:20 to play.
Yeah, and I think that just shows the maturity level of these college athletes here.
Yeah, and the puck deflected out the center ice. It's going to be a little too strong for the on-rushing Stephen Call. Myers will try to clear the zone. There's a big check over. There's a centering play, kicked wide of the goal, and they score! And that looks like it's going to be Jason Ewell with the goal, as that one was teed up right for him in the crease area. So with 8:02 to go here in this third period, it's now 12-3 in favor of Sioux College.
Yeah, puck just rolling right back in the crease. Ewell was left open and easily bats that one in. Once again, can't really blame Myers. Just a tough play as we're going to get a media timeout. So 12-3 your score here from Frisco, Texas. Stay with us here for the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Budget Car Rental, the preferred rental agency of the ACHA. Hogan Transportation, official tournament partners of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. Edge Protect, protecting goalie skate blades since 2004 and official sponsor of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
Welcome back to the ACHA Broadcast Network. 8:02 to go in this championship game. Yours truly, Lou Gamlin, along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones. And Ryan, we knew it would be a tough one tonight, that Grand Valley would have to play absolutely flawless. And they came out with the right frame of mind in the first 4 to 5 minutes. But the speed, the skill level, the puck movement, you can name whatever you want, was just too much for this Grand Valley team. And Sioux College just came out rocking it, and like you said, I think they would give a lot of the D1 teams in this tournament a good battle, as they're just playing just great hockey.
Yeah, they're just such a well put together hockey team, offensively, defensively, net minding, special teams play. Like we've said, Lou's been outstanding. They're, hopefully they're not taking any penalties here towards the end of the game, and they'll end with 100% on the penalty kill. That's just been swarming around. They're good on the power play. So just everything about this Sioux College team, you really can't say enough good things about them. Can't say enough good things about this Grand Valley Lakers team as well. When they came out to a goal within the first 2 minutes, I was really thinking we were going to be in for a treat of a game. Unfortunately, it did get a little bit lopsided. But I think that overall, it's just been a fantastic season for the Lakers. And even though it got lopsided here, I think these guys can skate off with their heads up high. Hopefully they're going back to their hotel, having a little bit of fun with the seniors, and just know that just because you didn't bring home the title, does not mean that you should be you shouldn't be down about yourself. I got a little distracted there as it was Salisbury with a big hit.
Yeah, right at the blue line in the Grand Valley zone, and it looks like he's going to go to the box, I believe. They just called offsides.
Yeah,
okay.
It was offside.
Fooled me.
Yeah, it was a clean hit. It's Stephen Cole a little bit slow to get up. I'm sure he gives his credit to number 9 Salisbury. Great hit along the blue line there.
Well, the Sioux College team, had the privilege and the pleasure to talk with their head coach, Mike Hall, a few times. And, you know, they play the regular season, Ryan. They've only had 4 home games. It's difficult to get the American teams to come up to play. You know, you have to have a passport to get into Canada now. So, I mean, it's just an extra thing that a lot of the American teams have to get. So they travel down to Lower Michigan and play in the MCHC or play with their teams. They go down. They've played down in Miami of Florida, Miami of Ohio area, and they've had great success. And they're on the road for hours and hours. You know, every week. You know, I know a lot of the West Coast teams say, "Well, that's what we do as well." You know, we're faced with the same predicament. But when you can win 23 out of 25 games in the regular season with only 4 home games, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it just goes to show how great of a club they are. And, you know, Lou, I was on one of those teams that was out in the West Coast at the University of Utah when we made a jump up from Division II to Division I. A lot of these teams have their schedules set in advance, so we were going to the likes of whoever would host us, and we were playing against teams like that we saw in the tournament, Minot State, Iowa State, Jamestown. Those are 23, 24-hour bus rides from Salt Lake City. But I'll tell you this, Lou, it gives you an opportunity to bond with your teammates, right? There's nothing better than being on the bus with the boys, you know, having fun, talking about life. Just overall, it's been a great experience. I'm sure that, you know, both teams, they connect with each other and make bonds that'll last you for the rest of your life. So I was really thankful for that. I'm sure a lot of these guys are thankful for that as well. But yeah, and I think when you're road tested like that, like this Sault College team is, you come here to a neutral ice where you're playing out of your suitcase and stuff like that.
Right.
It just goes to show and gives you so much talent and so much confidence that you can come here on the road for, I'm assuming they're here, you know, probably 7 days to settle in and just play their game. And, you know, hats off to this Sault College Cougars team. You know, very clearly we see that this is the correct national champion.
Right.
They're just so unbelievably talented.
Oh, without a doubt. There's a big collision right at center ice as the referee's there just to make sure there isn't any extra shenanigans. You know, I've been covering the D3 teams now, the tournament, for about 4 years, you know, and you see a lot of good stories. You see things that they do. You know, one of my favorite stories was from 2 years ago when Adrian College was in the D3 level and they were in the national tournament, and they had a opportunity to make it maybe to the Final Four, but they needed some help from from one of the teams. Maybe it was a team out of Illinois. I can't remember who it was now, but I talked to their coach. I interviewed them after they won to set up the opportunity to maybe go. And I said, you know, what do you guys, you want me to give you a call or text you if you guys make it? And he said, no. He said, you know what, we're turning our phones off. This is an accomplishment for us to make it this far. We got tickets to a Blue Jackets game. We got a suite. So the boys, that's their reward. If we make it, we make it. I'll find out at midnight. He said, this is about the kids. They've made the play. They made the trip. They've done the hard work. And I guess I tie it into, you know, a team like the Sioux. They do the hard work. You know, this doesn't come just by showing up at a game and playing. This stuff starts back in August and July and September with the hard work, and it's paid off because, you know, they're just a well-oiled machine.
They certainly are. And you know, with a story like that, Lou, it comes top down. It starts with good coaching. It starts with setting up with good assistants, trainers, volunteers. You know, a lot of these teams rely so heavily on just the goodwill of people that want to be involved, right? You know, a lot of people that are not getting paid a salary that just want to do it out of the good of their hearts. And it takes people like that with the best of intentions, you know, to act as role models for these kids. And you see it out of a class organization like these two teams. And I think both these teams, you know, if you're the ACHA commissioners, you're pretty excited to have your league be represented by the two teams that are here today.
Oh, without a doubt. You've got two class coaches with Charlie Link from Grand Valley and, you know, also with Mike Hall from Sioux College. You know, they're gracious with their time with us. There's one off the goalpost as we rattle along to about 3 minutes left in the period. You know, they're both gracious with their time with us. You know, they're kids, like you mentioned it, class organizations. They're nice with the fans. They interact with the fans as we get some late pushing and shoving as, you know, the Cougars are protecting their goaltender, and, you know, now a little bit of frustration maybe starting to brew, but I think you know, in the end, that's not going to be anything major. We're down to 2:53 left here in regulation time.
Yeah, Tim Wilson, a nice move there, and I think it's okay to take exception there. Maybe 2 or 3 too many slashes there in on Gregory by Grand Valley, but hey, I mean, they're still trying to at least get some more goals here and kind of make this score look not so lopsided. So you don't hate it, and Jason Ewell is going to go to the box for Sioux College. So who knows? Maybe they can pop one here and just make this score look a little bit better.
You know, and you see one of the guys from Sioux College. You know, one of his teammates. I think it was a good move by Thrower. One of his teammates was chirping, and he just kind of took a stick. He said, "Just go over there. Just don't." You know, and so that's just it's going to happen. You know. Boys will be boys. I'd rather have them talking amongst each other than dropping the gloves right now, because that would be crazy. We're down to about 2:38 left in regulation time. On the power play with a shot, and it's going to be gloved off again by Gregory. We get some pushing and shoving again, as now it's getting close to that time, you know, at the end of the game, a 9-goal deficit. You know, just one last chance maybe to show that you're there, and, you know, you can't really push us around.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Hall barking out orders on his bench, you know, maybe just telling the guys the same thing that he told our man inside the glass, Todd Quarter, just, hey, guys, keep it classy, enough with the talking, enough with the extracurriculars, because you're 2:20 away from celebrating the national championship. You see a couple of the guys starting to stand up for Sioux College in anticipation of shedding the gear and congratulating Gregory on a good season.
Well, we're going to get an icing call on Grand Valley. They've got 1:16 left in the power play. Just 2:09 left here in this third period, the end of the season in Division III, as after the game you'll see our co-commissioners, Kenny the Sarge Day and also Zach Warson. They'll come down with the championship trophy and players, you know, some individual awards and whatnot. And stay tuned for that, as we'll have that. And then stay tuned tonight on the ACHA Broadcast Network, as we'll have another edition of the ACHA tonight, as we'll talk about the women's Division I and Division II teams they've got their championship game set for tomorrow afternoon, as Matt Coma will talk about that. And then I'll join him at the desk to put a wrap on the Division III tournament. And we'll talk about these champions of the ACHA Division III, the Sioux College Cougars. So 11:30 Central Time here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. Well, the puck is down now. We're down to about 1:20 left, as there's 26 seconds left to the power play for Grand Valley, as the puck is thrown down in the Grand Valley zone. Myers will just glove it off and hand it to one of his teammates. It looked like he handed it off that time to number 15, Tim Baldwin, as the puck is deflected back into the neutral zone, and it's deflected in behind the goal. You can hear the Sioux College Cougar players starting to pound on the boards. They can taste it now, as we're down to 43 seconds left here in this third period. Sioux College on their way to a big win over Grand Valley by the score of 12-3, as the puck is cleared, and it's going to be deflected, as one of the Grand Valley players wanted to lift a souvenir to his head coach, Charlie Link.
Yeah, you can see the healthy scratches, and unfortunately Austin Rowe, who was the one who broke his ankle in that final day of pool play, they're all kind of gathering around the bench waiting for that big celebration.
36 seconds left to go. The face-off will be just outside the Grand Valley blue line. And they're going to bring it now into the neutral zone, as we're down to 30 seconds left in the period. Grand Valley with the valiant effort towards the end, but this one has been all Sioux College as they jumped out to a 4-1 lead after 20, 11-2 after 40, and they're cruising on their way here to a national championship as the seconds tick down as we're down to 10 seconds left here from Frisco, Texas, as it's going to be another championship for the MCHC. And there you go, the 2019 ACHA Men's Division III champions. They're your Sioux College Cougars. Congratulations to head coach Mike Hall and your Sioux College Cougars. Again, your 2019 ACHA Men's Division III national champions. Well, the celebration starts as they bring the trophies out to center ice. Shortly, we will go to Andy Storrs, the public address announcer. But Ryan, what a thrill to get to watch such a dominant team in Sioux College.
Yeah, just wire-to-wire game today for Sioux College. They had a great tournament. They got scoring opportunities up and down that roster. And I think one thing that testifies towards how much this team loves each other, you saw the guys helping Austin Rowe with the broken ankle to celebrate with the boys. I mean, just absolute classy move, and hats off to them, hats off to the fans, the coaching. Just a great season for Sioux College. They deserve the celebration, and it's going to be a fun one if you're hanging out with the Sioux College Cougars in the hotel tonight.
Well, shortly we're going to bring it again, send it down to Andy Storrs. But once again, congratulations to Grand Valley as they finished a runner-up this year. They had a great run. They were the regional champions to get to this far, and they made it through their pool play unscathed, which is it's an accomplishment in itself. And they were able to get into this championship game with a big win over one of their arch rivals in the University of Michigan.
Yeah. The Lakers, fantastic season. All hats off to them as well. It's, a tough go of it tonight. The Sioux College team is just so good. And, now you go down to for one of the best traditions in sports, the handshake line. Guys get to congratulate each other. And you got to keep your head up if you're Grand Valley State, if you're a Grand Valley State fan, as well as Coach Hall gets the Gatorade bath.
Oh, I know he'll love
awesome.
that. As you mentioned now, the handshake line with the champions and the runners-up. Again, I love this tradition. The game started out with chills, like you mentioned, Ryan. You get the playing and the singing of the Canadian and the American national anthem. That's hockey right there. It's a tradition. It's a tradition-rich sport. And the ACHA has done it up great with this national championship week and a half, as we mentioned, as the teams congratulate each other. As you see, head coach Mike Hall helping Austin Rowe, get to the handshake line with the teams from Grand Valley. And just two classy organizations, like you said. Just really thrilled for Sioux College. Well, the teams are, again, finishing the handshake line, and as soon as they do that, we were going to send it downstairs. And don't forget, we'll try to get Todd Corder as well with some of the winning players and coaches, and then we will have our post-game show, again, with Jared Nyland and Justin DeVellis, as they'll help put a bow on this as well, as it's 12-3, Sioux College with the win, 53-31 shots on goal, as a total dominating performance here from this Sioux College Cougars team, your 2019 ACHA Men's Division III National Champions, as the teams are now getting set up for their awards. So once they do that, we will send it down to Andy Storrs, our public address announcer extraordinaire, and he will get the post-game started as far as the awards go, and then we will put a bow on this championship broadcast.
Yeah, you can see the boys getting their hats now as they'll take the blue line. They'll get the picture. Just a great feeling for this Sioux College team. And you got to soak it all in. A lot of these guys will be back next year. I don't know if they're bumping up to the D2 level for next year.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so I just want to confirm that. They're bumping up next year. I mean, this Sioux College team, they are very, very good. We'll go down to Andy Storrs right now, though.
On hand to make the presentations. The American Collegiate Hockey Association would like to congratulate both Grand Valley State University and Sioux College on a great season. A special thanks to our hosts, the Frisco Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Dallas Stars, and the Children's Health Stars Centers. It is now time for the presentation of the National Runner-Up Trophy to Grand Valley State University. I would like to ask the captains of Grand Valley State to please come forward and accept this award on the team's behalf. Congratulations once again to Grand Valley State University on a great season. At this time, we'll begin the individual awards ceremony. For the Sioux College Cougars, we will go in numerical order. Number 1, Brian Clement. Number 4, Jared Bingus. Number 5, Cody McDonald. Number 6, Andrew Trowbridge. Number 7, Kalen O'Flynn. Number 8, Ryan Vendramin. Number 9, Stephen Cull. Number 10, Mark Tassone. Number 11, Lucas Duckstein. Number 12, Jason Ewell. Number 14, Brad Thrower. Number 15, Justin Rippo. Number 16, Bryson Lalonde. Number 17, Parker Morgan. Number 18, Austin Rowe. Number 19, Anthony Pulicino. Number 20, Nicholas Negro. Number 21, Jake Lewis. Number 22, Andrew Barbo. Number 23, Max Cull. Number 27, Jamie Camzel. Number 30, Carter Bissonette. And number 31, Drew Gregory. Coaches and staff, head coach Mike Hall. Assistant coach Rod Trudell. Assistant coach Tyler Brown. Manager Mark Hebert. Athletic trainers Bid Caverly and Daryl Davies. And goaltending coach Matt Walker. It's now time for the presentation of the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association Men's Division III National Champion Tournament Most Valuable Player. The tournament MVP goes to, from Sioux College, Forward, number 8, Ryan Vendramin. And now it's time for the presentation of the 2018-2019 National Championship Cup. I would like to ask the captain of the Cougars, Ryan Vendramin, to come back out and accept the award on his team's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Men's Division III ACHA National Champions, the Sault College Cougars. We would like to thank you fans at this time for coming out to the 2019 ACHA Men's Division III National Championship Tournament and look forward to seeing you next season when the ACHA returns to Texas for the 2020 ACHA National Championships. This concludes today's awards ceremony. Thank you.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Sault College Cougars, your 2019 ACHA Men's Division III National Champions. Lou Gamblin along with my tag team partner, Ryan Jones. Ryan, again, you can't, nothing more fitting for these national champions as they deserve what they've got. Just a dominating performance, as the first one to get the skate with it is Jared Bingui, as they're going to take turns skating with the trophy around the ice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's got to be an electric feeling for these guys to raise the trophy above their heads. They deserve it. You saw there Ryan Vendramin gets the cowboy boot for MVP, and just it's got to be just an amazing feeling for these guys. This is going to be a moment that they'll never forget.
Well, you know, and 2 years ago, you know, I'm part of the Aquinas College broadcast team, and they won the national tournament in D3 in 2017, and you know, I know how well I felt for them because I kind of felt part of the family. It brought chills and tears to my eyes, and they allowed me to come down on the ice and carry the, you know, lift the trophy and everything. And I still have chills thinking about that. So I can't imagine what these kids are feeling right now as, you know, a well-deserved chance to skate around with the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pure elation, and I was excited whenever we could win our rivalry championship. So I mean, this is lap times 10.
Oh yeah,
so, absolutely fantastic for them as we wait for our buddy Todd Corder to maybe pull us an interview down here. But just elation as you can see them. They kind of formed almost like a dance circle here. They're not taking it around the full ice, just celebrating intimately amongst each other. Fantastic job for the Cougars.
Oh, definitely. And again, the Michigan horn, or the MCHC horn, as the trophy stays in the north again for another year, as that'll make it 10 out of 11 years as the North champions of the MCHC as they continue to skate the trophy around. And Ryan, you and I have had a chance to call some great games from starting with the Division I, Division II, and then the Division III. And I have to say, in my humble opinion, that I think the D3 games have been some of the better ones of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. I mean, ACHA, no matter what, they're putting on some great hockey. The D3 tournament has been competitive. And, you know, shout out to Sault College for making light work, it seems like, for everybody so far throughout this tournament, and just an absolutely great display from the Cougars so far this season, and to cap it off with a championship.
Well, it looks like that we've got Todd hanging out on center ice trying to get a hold of somebody there, as He's pointing his fingers at some of the players. I know they're celebrating. He's looking for the MVP, and it looks like that we might get a chance for him to talk with Ryan Vandermeen here as soon as he's ready to go. Let's take it down to Todd. Todd, take it away.
Thank you, Lou. I'm here with the MVP of the tournament for Sault College, Ryan Vandermeen. Congratulations on your great tournament.
Well, it looks like they're going to get a picture taken. Well, Todd,
going to get a picture.
I don't know if he can hear us or not. Todd, can you hear us down there? All
yes,
right.
I can.
Well, what a great run for this Sault College Cougar team as you got to be down there at ice level. You know, pretty exciting for them to get this trophy and finish off a big season.
Well deserved. Deserved a tremendous season. Undefeated. They had one tie, and they dominated this tournament.
No doubt about it, as they get the big trophy celebration there with the team picture. And again, you know, Todd, it started out with their first game against Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and they just barrel rolled through this tournament as they were able to get an unblemished record. And now take it away with our MVP, Ryan Vandermeen.
Thanks, Lou. Congratulations, Ryan. You and your teammates are a national champion. Tell me how it feels.
Oh, it feels unreal. You know, we've been working for this all year, and we showed how much we wanted it in this tournament, and it feels unreal right now. Can't even describe it.
12 goals, 6 assists, 18 points in the tournament. You're the MVP. I know you got a lot of your teammates to thank, but wow, what in a tournament.
Yeah, you know, you said it. My teammates, I couldn't have done that without them, especially my line mates, Max Call, Bryson Lalonde, and Austin Rowe. It was tough to see Austin Rowe get hurt in the third game, but we did this one for him.
What a feeling, huh?
It's the best feeling ever. We've been working for this all year, and we wanted it so bad ever since.
Yeah, the trainer there told me the story. You had 96 points in the regular season, scored over 50 goals. So this is something you're used to.
Yeah, you know what? I've always been a pretty offensive player, but like I said, I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They've been so good. Every one of them is so good. They're so skilled, so easy to play with. They move the puck so well. You know, it's just awesome right now.
Go enjoy it. Congratulations, and thank you for your time. Thank you. Lou, back up to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. You know, again, Sault College, they're the team right now as they've a 12-3 win as they outshot Grand Valley 53-31. An amazing game and, you know, an amazing team.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about him. Can't say enough good things about Ryan Vandermeen. We noticed that he shouted out his teammate Austin Rowe. I saw in the Sault Star News newspaper, you know, they refer to him as Aussie. These guys have been line mates all year. Sucks to see him down, but I don't think anybody really cares right now. It's just pure elation for the rest of those guys. Yeah, we've said enough things, I think, about Grand Valley as well, Lou, but just overall a really nice job for the rest of Sault Ste. Marie. They're going to be partying in the streets tonight. The fans here that made the trip down from Canada have been so gracious to us as broadcasters, and you know it's a treat to have them here as well. So just overall, hats off to your 2019 national champions.
Well, you know what, Ryan, we're going to put a bow on this and send it over in a minute to our post-game show over at the post-game desk. But I want to take this minute to thank you for a great run here. It was fun broadcasting these games with you. I think we're a pretty good tag team doing this broadcast together, and hopefully we can do it again next year. So, again, our final score here this afternoon, or tonight rather, is Sault College, your 2019 national champions in Division III, a 12-3 win over Grand Valley. And as I always say, don't forget, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your minds open. For Ryan Jones, yours truly, Lou Gamlin, we're going to send it over to our MVP, Justin Novellis with the cowboy hat, and his tag team partner, Jared Nyland, for the postgame show here on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the studio here as this game is wrapped up between Sioux College and Grand Valley, and the national champions are Sioux College. They win this one by a score of 12-3. And Justin, just what a game played by Sioux College and what a tournament played.
Yeah, I mean, to put the bow on it for the championship, to win by 9 goals, from day one when this tournament started, they scored a ton of goals. They had their foot on the gas pedal. They kept it through all 4 games. I mean, just really a historical performance from them to be able to kill, so many penalties, to have so many penalty minutes, and to be able to, not allow a power play goal and then to score as many goals as they did. Vendramin, but the list goes down. I mean, you got so many guys that performed, that produced, and what a dangerous, dangerous team.
Yeah, and Ryan Vendramin was named the tournament MVP. He had a hat trick in this one. He added a couple of assists as well. And how good was he all tournament?
Oh, I mean, from day one, right? Vendramin, just so good. We've done a few of Sioux's games, and he's usually a guy that when you're making up your roster and going over pronunciations, he's a guy you circle extra because you know you're going to be calling his name a lot. Just such a tremendous, tremendous talent in Vendramin, and he's a big reason why he's kind of the motor. He was the engine and a well-deserved MVP for him.
Well, Justin, it was a fun tournament. I want to thank the ACHA for putting this show on. I had a great time broadcasting. I know you did as well.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone who's watching. Real quick, I want to shout out a buddy from back home, Jared Myers, one of the goaltenders for Grand Valley. Played golf with him in high school. Really good friend. I know, it didn't end his way, but it was fun to watch you play this week, and I feel bad for you, but Sioux College just outplayed you guys a little bit, and you get the runner-up. Well, that'll do it here for the ACHA Championship from Division III. Sioux College are your champions.